We'll just blame Ed. It's fine. It's all good.
What, the fact that we took piss out of Aiden and it's not on?
It's the thing is, we were so keen to get it recording that it wasn't recording. Ooh, is this the new Modern Warfare 3 stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's this?
fucking... I like me a bit of...
Maybe Spec Ops, wasn't it?
I enjoyed them on Modern Warfare 2 though, them...
What the fuck?
Visit the hub.
That image does look pretty sick. America, fuck yeah.
They should just, as well as changing the character, they should change up what he does, not just climbing buildings with his bloody tomahawks.
Yeah, but if it's... How can he climb buildings if it's Civil War?
Fine, climbing mountains.
No, actually, saying that, obviously it's going to be based in some cities, isn't there? Because, like...
Yeah, it's got to be, really.
It's Civil War, it's America, isn't it? So it could be in any city at any point.
Yeah.
You've got your central your battlegrounds and all that, where you'll probably go and make an influence, but you'll probably be making an influence in like Atlanta or Washington or.
It needs to be like Red Dead style map wise, you know, like.
It needs to be for me. It needs to be itself. Because
The
it's
deep
south. Well, for itself, you feel like because.
Like Tennessee.
Yeah, there's more open areas itself, isn't there? So you'd expect it to be like spread out more.
Well, it's like is it Assassin's Creed 2 where you got the open areas in between the the cities and stuff?
No, that's Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
I worked out why it wasn't working, by the way.
Why? Didn't press record?
No, because I had it set to XLR.
No, it's
done
dumber than
XLR plugged in.
He's been on about.
So it did
Assassin's
record,
Creed
but we
3
didn't
now.
have a mic plugged in, so...
Do you know how it's set in Civil War?
All this pre-podcast just went to shit.
What are you going to climb?
That's what we said, but if they set it somewhere in
Easy.
south for America, because it's opened up, it'll be like Brotherhood, it'll be a city with open areas around it.
It'll be all that rock stuff that's off the Mission Impossible.
Or they
2.
could just get rid of the climbing and put something different in for
Yeah, I'm
once.
thinking it's probably going to be a lot of mountains.
It'll be
and
trees.
shit.
It'll be red rock. It'll be all Navajo
You
stuff.
climb the tree, you get to the top, you
It'll
kill
be
the guy, and you set it
Western
on fire.
buildings, like crazy dudes falling off a roof buildings.
So one of the big things about Civil War was it were all flat, and that's why everybody got killed, because they fucking started shooting each other because they didn't know where to go.
I wonder if it's going to be
Yeah,
like the
but-
Battle of Bighorn
but there's
and
going to
Little
be.
Bighorn and
You can have Civil
Tiny
War
Horn.
bits, yeah, but you can have also bits where they're doing like they're doing a talk about trying to settle war and everything, and it's going to be in a city. It's going to be in.
Right, can we record and talk about this?
We are recording.
as long as
Oh.
they make the
Well,
combat new and different and like Cairo off a priest, we're good.
Or you could just play Red Dead Redemption.
Well, you can have better guns for a start, because guns have actually been like properly used, aren't they?
Well, they're
They're
going to be
not-
all blooming Winchesters, aren't they? And all blooming.
Fucking
Springfield.
fancy looking amazing thing.
We're gonna get an
Crazy,
actual.
Buffalo
crazy
rifle.
blunderbuss.
We're gonna do an actual start.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of I Don't Even Want One Copy of Timecop.
So it's 6.
Yeah.
God.
We'll just
Flying
think in
by.
like 10 years, episode
Episode
600.
Yeah, man. It's going to be awesome.
We're in our new penthouse mansion. This is our new DX5, DX5. Microphone.
You can actually hear us now.
Yeah, well, we're here with myself, Aiden,
Ryan.
Lummy,
Hello.
and Chris.
Me.
And Ryan's too much up his ass to say hello.
Yeah,
So-
I
You
said,
said-
I said Ryan actually, which isn't really hello. But
Yeah, so back off.
Yeah, well, when Pokemon come out of the balls, they don't go like, yo! They declare who they are, bitch.
Well, maybe they should. Unless they made a Pokemon called
Squirtle,
Yo.
Squirtle.
Oh, I'm just thinking about that Pokemon battle. Awesome. Say Solar Beam, I mean Venusaur! Oh, it's so funny that.
Oh,
It's
God.
fucking brilliant.
Just makes me think of that fucking that meme where there's that percentage of that pie chart, and it's like this percentage of the people see this and don't think of anything. The rest of them sing the song. This looks gay. I wanna be.
Oh. It's in my head. I'm singing it now.
You can't not. It's like fucking Rainbow.
It's fucking weird,
No one ever was.
It's like alphabet. You can't think of what's near a letter.
I'm trying hard not to join in with this because I write that one to be.
Searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Sorry, I got kind of
improvised Pokemon singing.
Yeah, well, next week I don't think Lummy's going to be a friend anymore.
So now we can kick Lummy off the podcast. He's in the corner of shame.
Get him fucking started. He might start singing bloody all sorts. Journey. Don't start singing fucking Journey. Dear me.
What Digimon theme song now? I can't remember it.
Digimon.
Oh, God. Oh yeah!
Champions.
God, that fucking sucks. Digimon were good, but that was shit.
They all were a bit. Dragon Ball Z.
Whoa. Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z.
They were amazing.
I just disappointed that second and they went Dragon Ball GT. Even though I hate
did you hear
GT,
that fucking song for that one? They're like, gotta go across the space to get the balls and shit.
Making the man a boy again.
Oh. That show fucking sucks. You couldn't even dance to that shit.
What, watching intro having a little jam?
Well, bear in mind, we used to sit in Aiden's front room when Dragon Ball Z came on, and we did the T-Rex dance, where you put your hands to your chest and like dance with your fingers. Just be like, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. Like, really good for it. We were young, we had fun.
We had rhythm.
They had momentum, man.
They were fucking great. They don't do songs like they used to. Speaking of songs, intro for this is going to be Tank from Bebop. So
I love that song.
Some great fucking jazz. It's got to be done. Cannot not be done.
And you'll all be happy to hear I've turned my phone off this week, which is...
Somebody had a fucking go at me.
Like,
you should turn your phone off. I don't even fucking own a phone, son.
But yeah, my phone is off. So.
Even if it worked, we didn't get signal in here.
No, but the thing with that is the interference from it is really fucking loud on the Tascam. It sounded loud as shit.
Do you want me to turn mine off?
I completely forgot. Oh, I've got mine on. Nobody calls me.
I've got mine on. I've got on.
It's always Lummy's that creates the problem. Because
well, at the end of the day,
Lummy's got friends.
If you hear that noise, you've got to drink. It's the Timecop crew drinking game. Every time I say fuck, you drink. Good luck.
Alright then, well...
Fuck.
Have a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why we need to get into our house, because then we can bring alcohol into this equation.
Oh yeah,
drinking game.
That'll be alright for me,
yeah,
won't
Lummy, that's why you're helming them, because
I don't drink.
You have to drink Monster, so you'll either be on the roof or sick.
Which is what? So you have a shot and I have a can of Monster?
No, you have a shot of pure sugar.
Oh, I saw one of them purple ones the other day. I don't know where you can buy them yet, but it's called mixed or something. Purple Monster.
Aiden's all over that.
Is it tagline mixed?
Yeah. I saw it at Escape.
Grapey.
I hope so, but I didn't get a chance to try it because they were an empty can. They were just displaying ones that they should sell, but they didn't have them all in stock.
It's just a premature.
And they had a can of Monster that were like 3 times bigger than a regular can of. I think I'm all that shit.
You don't realise?
I'll be in a coma at the end of the day, but it's fine.
Right?
For half the price, you can go to chemist and just get that laxative chocolate. It's the same thing.
Right, well, yeah. Weekly podcast about games.
Back to topic.
But yeah,
we do play games sometimes.
Occasionally.
We'll start with news this week, I guess. I want to mix things up a bit. I'll just go through what I've got.
Watch out, we've got a badass over here.
Yeah. I'm just fucking making waves and shit.
Oh, that meme is fucking awesome.
You see that Sub-Zero one where there's that car frozen in ice and there's Sub-Zero underneath? Oh. We got a badass over here.
I just like that black bird.
Right, best meme I've seen this week is definitely the Sean Bean one. Oh, yeah. One does not simply slide to unlock on an iPhone. It's fantastic.
Oh, I love Sean Bean.
You were on Jonathan Ross over there,
He's
wasn't
in his 50s. That guy looks fucking good for 50.
He's my ideal man.
You were on Jonathan Ross over there.
He's the man I'd be with.
Did you see that Harrison Ford meme when he's on that fucking girl's bike with your busted nose? 21 parsecs. What is he on coke?
Oh god.
Oh, fucking crazy.
Yeah, news. News. We've got the major Spanish Portuguese shop lists have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So I thought that's already been
Well,
confirmed.
that's been away.
To be fair, I think one of the biggest things in news recently is Game not selling any EA games anymore.
We'll get to that.
That's quite
what
big
site
news.
are you using, dude, or is it just? Like,
I've got Game News app, which
cool.
is like it's set up for 360 and
feel
4
free to do your thing.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it now, so I guess we're going on to it. Fucking
well,
game,
it is like the biggest thing. So yeah, I mean, not just Mass Effect 3, which is going to be one of the biggest
It's
games.
all EA,
It's
and
all EA
and
after SSX.
Ubisoft.
And Ubisoft.
Big.
Yeah, so
It's
that's
big, man.
Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, Mass Effect,
And every EA
every
game.
EA game,
EA
all
parent
gone.
company of.
EA make like everything
XXX.
nowadays.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's got to be something to do with pre-owned, hasn't it? It's got to be.
Well, apparently they tried to make the game. They want the games cheaper.
There's a few
don't they?
different speculations because I've seen it on a bunch of sites and I saw it in paper today in Metro when I were on bus coming here. And in the Metro they said that they believe Game presented them with an offer to get cheaper games, to get a discounted rate on the stock that they buy, and EA have basically turned around and gone, fuck you. And Game are already struggling because the prices, they are so much more expensive than all the retailers.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I think about buying a game, I don't even go to Game.
No.
I'll look on internet.
Exactly.
The only thing that's good for is like pre-owned. If you want,
'Cause it's that tax
pre-owned.
Why can't they just open a shop called Amazon.com or Amazon.co.uk and sell the games at the
thing is
internet
that
prices?
the only reason they can sell them at that price is because
there's
shops
no
are
shop.
rent and the lights are rent and you know.
Yeah,
you've
I get
got all
it.
sales
Also,
and stuff.
a lot of them serve out of those places where there's VAT exclusionary borders, aren't there? So they
Yeah.
send them from places where the VAT isn't added.
Yeah, fair
That's why
point.
it's a cheaper rate.
So, yeah.
As soon as they put something on land, they are accustomed to the rest of the VAT charges.
yeah, so anybody out there who's
The
pre-ordered...
bobbing around on a boat out in
Yeah,
ocean.
there's a bunch of fucking pirates next to Somalis just like, don't kill us for selling.
Yeah, so anybody who's pre-ordered Mass Effect, got a game, you believe you get $5 put on your card, and whatever, if you put a deposit down like I did, because I wanted the collector's edition. Yeah, and your collector's edition's gone. They've now got them at Play and Amazon, but Amazon have already sold out, so...
Well, at least the buddy of ours were happy enough to come and warn you guys
Yeah.
before it leaked.
Yeah, Heretic Loyalist.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well...
Good job, Heretic. You got that shit out the fast.
Yeah, he sent me a hello message, and I'm like, I'll send him one back in about 5 minutes, and I never did. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, it's all right, y'all guys. You can all play with our fans. I'll just sit and jerk off in the corner on my own.
In fairness, dude,
Get your one-handed
you
skill
weren't
up.
on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
My
but
one-handed is getting pretty high at the moment. I must say.
you're intimidating, Ryan.
Well,
People think
Right.
Sling.
Look at you.
He's a kill.
Clearly, it's
He's a player.
two-handed.
well, occasionally when I get tired.
There's some girth on that broadsword.
Well,
I've seen you swinging it. And back to the dick.
So yeah, back to
Back to the dick
away
jokes.
from Ryan's penis,
So,
which I guess
I
I'll be
think-
seeing a lot more of.
Which
Okay. When people don't actually know why you'll be seeing
Me and
more of
Ryan,
Ryan's penis.
he confessed his gay love to me, and now we're moving in together. And
which is a euphemism for transplanting foreskins.
yeah, we don't wear pants in our house.
I'm not comfortable with this conversation anymore.
you know,
Whatever, love me.
Are you the only one without a foreskin, Louis?
Who knows? That's for me
who
to
does
know.
Away from penises, back
Ed probably
on
knows. Let's be honest.
news. Oh, shut up! So jealous.
Dude, when you shut your eyes and open your mouth, sometimes you get surprised.
If you're going to be gay about it, though.
Butters.
What are you doing, Butters? I'm about to get a surprise. You're just a little bi-curious. That's bi-curious. You are.
Don't lie to me, Butters. But yeah, we're back on to news. We've got Fable staff leave Lionhead to form a new studio.
Do you know there's a band called the Albion Band?
Fucking dickheads, man.
Yeah.
If it's well,
Is Peter Molyneux in it?
probably.
Pete Molyneux's the only member, right? And he's going to sell 50 million albums.
If they've got nothing to do with
When I made Fable.
we've got Sniper Elite Volume 2 as Assassinating Hitler DLC.
Yeah, I heard about that. Do you know that they've discovered a couple of paintings by Hitler in, I think it's Czechoslovakia? They look
By
good.
Hitler or
By
of
Hitler.
How
Because
did they get there?
Hitler were an artist because they moved them during the war so they wouldn't get damaged.
I thought Hitler would just, invading. He thought
But like
leaving
one of
there
them
on his way back.
is a trench with a bunch of German soldiers in it, all like repairing themselves with medkits and stuff. One is like a really rough sea with a boat on it. They look fucking good. You know, if that guy went to genocidal
He wasn't a
maniac,
fucking dick.
really good painter.
Well, he set him off, that, innit? He couldn't get into an art school in Austria,
Yeah, they
and
think that
then he
was a
blamed it
trigger.
on Jews.
Fucking dick.
We've also got the Assassin's Creed 3 set in American Revolution, which we've already...
Which looks...
It looks interesting.
The main character looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think,
that.
man. how's it going to embellish his armour? Because he's got to have loads of them like bones and those beads and shit. Turok
It's going to be quite warm, so he's not going to get his furry armour again. I wouldn't have thought because
no, he's still got like the.
He might just be rocking some shorts and like a tank top.
Well, they've already seen like the calf skins, haven't they, and the pelts from like the
you mean like
the buffalo?
Oh yeah.
What crotchless chuffing?
Yeah, like fucking cowboy.
Get his
shit.
fucking chaps on.
Oh, I'd be awesome.
Assless chaps.
That'd be sick. I just, do you know what? I want a cowboy hat. Fuck it.
We need to predict
Forget hood, cowboy hat on top.
We need to predict it now. What is the protagonist's name's going to be? I am the running bear.
It's going to be Flying Eagle,
It's
like you
gonna be
said.
something
It's got
to an
Soaring
eagle.
Eagle or
When
something.
Altair something like that, like flying fucking eagle in Arabic.
Well, I'm guessing it's probably going to be
Like
Altair.
Might be
Soaring
Eagle or Eye or
Eagle.
something like that, or Hawkeye or something gay.
I reckon
Hawkeye,
it's Soaring Eagle, because they're always fucking saying shit
It-
about
it-
soaring. So.
Eagle Vision.
The flesh is buffalo.
Let's direct Eagle Vision.
The name is Eagle Vision.
Assassin's Creed man.
I just hope there's another guys. It's me,
Mario.
I know it's set in America, but it'd be
I wonder
funny.
who the prolific historian figures will be, because Leonardo da Vinci were obviously the big one in.
Yeah.
It could be. It could
Think it's
be.
gonna be Geronimo. Something fucking silly.
Is it
I
still?
don't know how far back is it.
I don't know.
Civil War, you're going back to just before Cowboys, aren't you? So I don't know, there's a lot of famous generals from there.
But then,
But
is
I
it-
guess Americans know all about that. 'cause
You
they
don't
get
know if
taught
It's,
it.
it's their history, isn't it?
Yeah.
You
We
don't
just
know if
sit here
it's,
going like fucking Buffalo Bill and
We just
George
make-
Washington and
Milky Bar Kid.
too many guns.
You don't know if it's
Oh,
going to be the fucking same guy though, do you? What's his face?
What, Desmond?
Yeah.
It's
It's
going to be
gonna be
Desmond.
Des-
It's got to be Desmond. It's all through Desmond. That's the
Yeah,
point.
but it looks completely different though, doesn't it?
No, but the point is, it's all through Desmond.
It doesn't have to be though.
Well, look at Altair. No facial hair. Ezio, lots of facial hair. Desmond, same. See, solved it.
That should be bleeding if he went up in years.
Oh my god! I've got a goatee! And it's glorious.
It's got to be Desmond. I don't think there's any way they
it's-
can't go. They can't go main character. That's like the
the
anchor
tie.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like Bioshock 2, and then they bring out
Yeah, but dude,
Infinite.
you can't spend 3 fucking games establishing a main character. And
What
being-
is 4?
protagonist.
Innit?
Who, when
Really?
you put it all together, it
Well,
equals
yeah,
about
yeah.
10 minutes of gameplay. He kind of...
Well,
Yeah,
I've
but
not-
dude, he shanked Sarah Marshall. That
Right.
puppet guy's gonna come and fuck him
And it
up.
didn't even explain it. It's, oh,
Did he-
Shiv and...
I've not finished Revelations yet, so I was hoping he'd die or something. But
Well, basically, dude,
No.
ending it when Star Wars happens.
Shiv's his dad.
Yeah.
I must admit, I like the way the Ezio ending before the Desmond ending. Or that. You know, where Ezio's like just. Can I talk about it? Can I do
No, 'cause
spoilers?
I don't give a
spoilers.
shit.
You don't give a shit. Well, it's a spoiler for anybody who hasn't finished ending. So,
Yeah.
but Ezio
Darth
stands
Vader's his
there.
Luke's father.
He's looking at Apple Reed and he goes to pick it up and he basically decides he don't want to and it's ended his assassin career as it was.
And he wants to
He
attack that
starts
woman and have
taking
some
off.
kids.
Yeah, he starts taking off his blades and whatever,
Clothes.
and he stops and he talks to Desmond, even though I don't know who Desmond is.
I know you are watching.
Yeah, and basically says, "This ain't my fight. I've done. This ain't for me. So this is where it is. If you want it, come get it." Basically, and then Desmond wakes up like, "I know what I have to do," and then he
Oh,
goes,
fuck, we're in America now, lads.
Oh.
Shit.
That's a good point. How are they going to tie back to?
See, that's
is it
why I was
or Mazayev or whatever?
Masayev.
How are
that's
they going to tie back to that
what
from
I
in
was
America?
what I was
Maybe they are
thinking
there, we
was
just got it wrong. They didn't say America, though.
Maybe he just goes.
what I was thinking was either DLC or one of them little tied games that they bring out. That's all Desmond, him going to finish off his little story, and then this new one's going to be new. That's what I was trying to say.
But
No.
thing with this
Can't
is
see it.
the
It's
direction
Desmond,
we're
it's gotta
going
be.
is the whole reason they introduced the bleeding effect is so that we can spend these games buffing Desmond into a fucking super assassin when he then takes lead
Yeah.
of the story and drives it
Well,
to a
it'll be
conclusion.
finale.
Maybe
Yeah,
Desmond
it'll be
is the
finale.
guy in America.
He's
Final
going to turn
game.
like fucking Sylvester Stallone, all roided up and tattooed.
I
and
reckon
gonna go Super
they're going to
Saiyan.
do
Goofy
they're going to do
eyes.
Civil War. They're going to do World War. I reckon one at World Wars.
probably going to punch a dragon.
For definite, and like there's probably going to be one in between, and then it's just going
They're
to be
just going to
Desmond.
pump him out. They're
20,
just going to pump
2020
him
or
out.
whatever.
I was saying,
Everybody's dead.
does anybody kind of think like, oh, it's like this, but here?
Yeah, they're just going to pump them out every.
You know what it's
Well,
like?
they-
This like World War II, but modern.
Well, they did an announcement.
gonna
Might
be-
have been 2 years ago, saying that they've planned to make it go on as much as they can.
It's going to be like Call of Duty. It's going to be like, oh,
But that's the thing. People complain about it as much as they want. I enjoyed Assassin's Creed. There's not one that I've felt disappointed with.
I'm saying right now, I'm fatigued as fuck with that series. That artwork of the Civil War or wherever it's going to be looks awesome, but at the same time, you know, if they don't change what
it's
you're
going to
doing
be
and
the
you're
same.
still doing that
it's
same
gonna be the
shit,
same
At
thing.
the end of Revelations, I'm a bit fed up with
Dude, I
it.
didn't
But
get
after I got
started
into Revelations, I really
Start
enjoyed
of
it.
Revelations is the worst part of the
Yeah,
game.
that start is bullshit. But once I got into it, I really enjoyed it. And
Why is there no sex minigame? Why is there not more sex minigames? I
What-
can put up with a good sex minigame.
what I wanted in Assassin's Creed, not Secondum, when they said he's like a rich guy, and then he's thinking, I thought you were gonna be like Bruce Wayne, like you're gonna parties and stuff, and like, oh, I'm a rich barren fella, and by night I'm out shivving people. That'd be so cool.
I'm Batman.
And then it turns out he's not. He's just
Otherwise known as Sly Cooper.
always running around shivving people.
just-
So
The thing is, if you put
That's
on...
the auditory differenze. What do you
I
expect?
know the first Assassin's Creed was like a whole different level of boring, but
Yeah, but it weren't at the time.
but at the time,
it
no.
war when I
Well,
got
when
that
you
day
finish
one.
it-
the first
about 3 hours
4
in, I'm like,
assassinations, you were like, yeah, but I hope it gets a bit different.
Go
The next
catch these
4
flags.
assassinations, you're like, why am I still playing this game?
Why am I running around picking up flags and
But the thing, from Assassin's Creed 2 onwards, other than they look slightly nicer, it's the same thing, except you can't buy houses now.
They shouldn't pump them out yearly. That is not what they want to be doing. And I realise that.
No, but it's what happened to first game that started doing it yearly was Guitar Hero.
and look where it is now.
Exactly.
It's in the
well,
fucking grave.
yeah. But then look at Call of Duty.
But it's,
Yeah, but
Bigger and
people
bigger
are starting
every
to
year.
realise that Call of Duty is going downhill.
yeah. But the thing is,
Black Ops might
Call
be
of
Black
Duty.
Black, like we said last week, Treyarch's becoming the leading front for Call of Duty. Infinity Ward are going downhill,
And
and it's because I think they're trying a lot harder than what Treyarch are.
Yeah, but
Do you know one
maybe
major
Black Ops
footnote on
might
that
be
as
shit.
well? You need 2 thumbs to play Call of Duty. Not everybody can play Guitar Hero. The
Exactly.
novelty of Guitar Hero is the music, and if they don't have the music you like, you're not interested in it. But even if you are interested in it, don't mean you can fucking play it,
Yeah.
because you've got to put some time.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, you can play that shit with your feet.
Well, people on my friends list have played Call of Duty. They've played millions and millions of matches. I don't know how many, but
Yeah,
it's like
20
they've
days.
won 300 and lost 800. It's like
Everybody's got
if that were
0.14
me,
KDs
I would
and
not
stuff.
play that game anymore. I'd be like, I'm losing 3 games to every one that I win. This ain't fun.
Yeah.
Got like 500 kills, 2,000 deaths.
Well, it's-
Yeah, exactly.
That's not fun. That's you getting shit stomped.
But if that's obviously some people's
Some
idea of
people
fun.
Or maybe you've got that and then like 5,000 captures, Dave.
I think I'd even go as far as comparing Assassin's Creed since the second one to FIFA, to how similar they are to each other year on year.
I can
At least
I
they've got a
agree
bit of
with
story.
But a
to
lot of
them.
people with FIFA, it's those long-term fans that play the meta game.
Yeah.
They see the subtle tweaks and the subtle changes, and
that.
that's
You
what
can
they're playing
see
for.
tweaks and everything. You can in every FIFA. You can see the slight
But
improvements
is that
from each
tweak
game.
worth another 40 quid next year?
Do you
You'd
only
have to
think-
ask all 50 million people
But that's
that
the
buy
same.
Madden
It's
games.
the same with Assassin's Creed though. Was this game really worth 40 quid for the bombs and the hook blade?
No.
Well, I got it for 30 because it went on sale.
Well,
super
you know
quick,
what I mean.
which is
though.
going to keep happening, right?
I
They're
didn't,
gonna
I
go on
didn't
sale
buy
so
it because
quick.
I'm not a fucking idiot.
I enjoyed it. I thought the money I paid for it. Well, I didn't pay for it.
I think if I
Christmas,
played
but
multiplayer, it'd be definitely worth it.
I
but
don't know.
The multiplayer is dependent on how many
I
people
think if
you've
that
got in your friends
multiplayer
list
was
playing it.
scrapped and it were a co-op feature.
What, a co-op campaign?
Yeah.
On
That'd be
Assassin's-
awesome.
What's
Oh
wrong
my
with
God,
instead of
that'd be
having those
sick.
retard
Exactly.
assassins with you, if it were your two
When
fucking
they
buddies?
when they
Why
implemented
not?
them,
No need.
I just
Yeah,
it's-
but
I just don't get it.
when you play a game and like, I love playing games on co-op simply because you'll be hid behind a wall and then all of a sudden somebody will come in with a sniper and their head will be gone, then they'll jump over a near wall and it'll be like chainsaw. You're like, oh, from miles away. So if
This
it were
is-
Assassin's Creed and you were like stalking some dude and
there's
then one
some
of your
guy on
buddies
the
just
I tell you what, on Revelations, when you play that
amazing.
loot
yeah.
and you go to turn around and play stupid songs, that'd be awesome in co-op.
Yeah, just they have the ability to make a fantastic experience, but they're so tunnel visioned in pumping them out and creating new assets with that fantastic engine they've got that it's the same thing every year.
Well, I've said, moving on slightly, I know there'll probably be people that disagree, but I've said since I played Mass Effect 1, rather than having 2 AI people with you, if they made an optional co-op campaign where I could bring you and you or you and you with me on my Mass Effect playthrough, and rather than controlling 2 AI characters, have you leveling up your own things.
Do you know, to be honest, when they announced multiplayer for Mass Effect, I thought that's what it was going to be.
Why
I
not?
thought it was going to be co-op
If you-
missions.
If
like
you've got
that.
2 people with you at all times, why can't it be your friends?
I totally thought it was going to be competitive and I was going to hate it.
There's too much talking though, really, isn't there? And if only one person's making all decisions, then
Tell you what would be funny, you know, if the
I'd-
dialogue tree came up and it were whoever pressed it first, so there's people just like stepping in front of them. No, you cannot do this. That'd be fucking awesome.
Well,
Them stupid Paragon things as well. Just fucking stepping in, kicking somebody out of a window.
And then
Everybody
somebody
does bad one and like 6 people kick a dude out a window.
no, but for them sort of bits, you could just have everybody doing conversation in their
On their
own
own,
game,
yeah.
and then if somebody finishes it real quick, you'll just have to wait for them.
Yeah, and what's stopping you from all embarking to a different planet
Exactly.
to find a trace of some bounty
Well, yeah.
or something?
Well, it does it. What game was it that did it really
Lemmings.
well? There was a game came out recently that was co-op, and you could literally. It's like Saints Row, pretty much. You can go
Yeah.
anywhere you want.
Well, it's like Dead
So,
Island
Dead
and
Island,
Borderlands.
you can go anywhere you-
wherever you want.
Just look at Mercenaries. Go like 10 yards from each other and you get that grey screen of fucking doom.
I just.
You are in a demilitarized zone. Please turn back.
Everybody,
You're
co-op's
gonna
the way
get
forward
martyred.
for games. Co-op campaigns is the way forward for games.
Everybody-
The more co-op, the better the
Everybody,
games.
like, fucking-
the more sales games are getting for me.
Assassin's
More
Creed
better.
and
Yeah.
Dead Space and all them people, they tried adding multiplayer onto their single player games. Why didn't they try
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Imagine playing Dead Space with
How
me.
dare you knock Dead Space's clearly perfect multiplayer component?
I just don't see why everybody thinks competitive's the way forward when co-op's
Dead
so
Space
good.
did it so well. It's here if you want it. Achievements aren't linked to it. It's kind of fun. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of brock. It's here if you want it. Single player's still robust enough to get you money
Yeah,
out of it.
that's fair enough.
There's no achievements linked to it. That's how it should be.
Assassin's Creed, half the achievements in the game.
That's bullshit. Assassin's
that.
Creed is primarily single player, no matter how much they want it make it multiplayer.
I just don't see why a game like that, somebody would sit there and think, we need to add some multiplayer on, we'll do competitive. Why not add on co-op?
What, so you're saying you don't want to get to top rank on Revelation?
I'd rather not.
Why not, Ryan? That's about 90 hours.
'Cause
You don't
that-
want to
people
play a
with his
game for
food.
90 hours.
Because on Friday, I'm moving out, which means on Friday, my Love Film's getting cancelled and that shit's getting sent back to Love Film and I'm never playing it again.
I'll tell you what it is with multiplayer. It's fucking the FIFA
Bold.
fags. It's my cousin. He's a FIFA fag. He plays FIFA and Modern Warfare. That's about it. He came round to my house and he was like, looking at my games, said, "Can I lend some stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he said, "Can I borrow Assassin's Creed?" So he saw it had multiplayer unboxed and he saw his mates playing it. He went back and I said, "What do you think to it?" Expecting to go, "Oh, it's really good." Like, "It's a bit shit. We couldn't get it same game. It's just not right my thing. You can't just kill anybody." And I'm like, "You didn't even try it single player." And there's people like that who'll just buy it
It's
just 'cause
like-
it's got multiplayer on it.
Some people don't.
Whenever I used to play Halo 3, like, all the time, quick thing I used to do before each game, we'll look at,
Service record.
yeah, quick service record thing. How many games I've played, how many they'd won, the highest skill level, and what they've done campaign on.
What they've finished the campaign
That
on,
was
yeah.
it. That's what I'd look at. Because then you'd be like, oh, they roughly win half the games, and they've done campaign on legendary, so they've got at least. But amount of people, I'd say, but at least 90% of people I came against and never touched campaign. They wouldn't have. They hadn't even finished it on easy or normal. And
Well-
why? I mean, Halo
Unless
campaign
they
for me
won
was
once.
fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it on my own. I enjoyed it with friends. It's not just that. It's the amount of people who buy games. It's like COD. They buy it, and you see that they've got no achievements. They haven't touched the
Well,
campaign.
you can
Why
s-
buy a game for a multiplayer experience when there's that single player that's sat there
You
as
can,
well?
yeah, but you can see that games are going that way when there's games with options to load you straight up into multiplayer. And there's games where the
what's
multiplayer
point
is
in
the
putting a
first
campaign
disc.
on COD? What's point? Nobody want if people why you have a campaign. Oh yeah, this is a shit hot campaign COD, and oh this is a multiplayer COD. You might as well sell them as different discs.
Thing with this though, dude, is you're coming from a single player background of the early games when games had nothing but single player and local multiplayer. Multiplayer is obviously the evolution of gaming. It's the future because that's where it's going. And there are a lot of people that will only buy a game for that one feature. They have no interest in the single player at all. And pretty much every single Call of Duty commentator on YouTube has over 20 days, some of them like 70 days invested in all these Call of Duties because they do all these gameplays. They have never ever played the campaign.
It aggravates me.
Thing-
It really does.
I just don't see why nobody's woke up in the morning and thought, you know what, I'm going to bring out a multiplayer game that's got no single player, it's all multiplayer, and just make it actually
They
good.
did.
Well,
Oh,
there's
it's Shadowrun.
There's loads. Yeah, Shadowrun's one.
Yeah, but
That's
there's
all
none of them-
good as well.
Front lines were kind of like that.
Yeah, but it's like, well, if you're gonna make a
Well, just look at all this Nexawix now. Look at Gotham City Imposters. Look at all those ones on
They're all
PlayStation
like
3, like
arcade
Mag
games and stuff.
and,
Oh, Mag,
and
yeah.
stuff. Those massive multiplayer
Well,
online like fucking shooters.
you play. If you played, look, going back to COD, if you want to play both, then fair enough. You want to play both. But if you want to play just multiplayer, you had just multiplayer on a disc. You had just single player on a disc. Each one would be a lot better. You'd have a lot more content to each disc because you haven't got both of them on one disc.
And they could make a lot more money off it as well.
One factor that's really indicative of demand is the online pass. We noticed how there's never a pass for single player
yeah.
because the majority of gamers now are literally online based because the life of a game is solely judged by its multiplayer.
With the whole like Call of Duty Elite thing coming out as well, I can see them basically bringing out a single player game and then basically saying, if you want to play Call of Duty Online, there's going to be I reckon they'll do it. They'll make a Call of Duty Online disc and you have to pay monthly to play it.
But look at Earth Defense Force for intuitive ways to make a campaign valid. That remix mode. Can you imagine a remix mode in any other fucking game where it completely twists what the campaign is?
Yeah,
What does
that'd
it
be awesome in
do?
Gears.
Basically what happens is, you play through the campaign and it's the same every time, the same enemy spawn.
Yeah.
Put campaign remix on, every time you play it, it's different. So you
Different
play the
enemy
first
spawn
level,
everywhere.
and rather than just having giant ants, you'll have
You'll have metal
spaceships,
spiders
you'll have
and-
metals, it just
Oh, that's
changes
pretty
it
cool.
completely.
It's really cool.
I mean, the storyline's still the same. You still have to go there and do this and go there and
Yeah.
do that. And the bosses,
Bosses
big
are all
ones
same,
still spawn the same.
spawns, yeah.
But other than that, everything else is different. It
That'd
just
be
changes
pretty
it all.
awesome.
That'd be so good with Gears. You know, like just
Oh,
rip
yeah.
all cutscenes out, and a bit where one drone pops up,
Like
a
when-
berserker pops up.
When you put the
Yeah,
arcade,
Rain at Stars.
when you put
Yeah,
arcade,
that'd
So
be
instead of
awesome.
all them fucking polyps.
when you put arcade mode on, right? You know you've got the two campaigns. You've got the standard campaign and the arcade campaign.
Yeah.
If you put the arcade campaign on and it made it so that there's fucking different things everywhere, it'd be awesome.
That's what I don't get about that American Nightmare, that Alan Wake. That combat is fantastic, that arcade mode is fantastic. Why is it not 4-player? Them maps are big enough for 4 people and playing that game, defending would be fantastic.
I don't see why games are 2 and 3 players anymore. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't know, it makes me think that there must be a lack of either drive or ambition or funding when it comes to these dev teams, because they get these products, they make fantastic things, but they always limit themselves by somebody in the back not putting his hand up and going, why ain't it 4-player?
Yeah. They need us. They need us in back of each conference from
Yeah,
4-player.
We don't.
Bring it
We
in.
don't know all of the ins and outs of that game.
Oh,
If you
definitely.
put 4-player in, it might break the
It
game
might break the
completely.
physics.
The
Might be
Yeah, but
like-
that's when you can just say, fix it.
yeah, but it.
I would say, you've already got this to gold status, now you've got 6 months of fucking bug tweak.
I just if we don't know how they do things, and using certain engines with certain graphics on a certain size map, you might not be able to put 4
Yeah,
players.
just
in
look at Silicon Knights. Epic Games have obviously got a better version of the Unreal Engine, and that's why 2 Human look like a pile of shit. It was nothing to do with their
They kept
modelers and
secrets.
designers.
They kept secrets.
I mean, it's
Epic need to be brought down.
It's-
Exactly.
Keep
Lawsuit,
secrets.
lawsuit against the company that funds your engine.
I mean, it's the only explanation I can come up with for most of the people that are 3 players just odd. It must be
it's really
something to
fucking
do
odd.
with it. But
But with slowdown on 3-player, maybe when you put a 4th in there, maybe frame rate just dies.
yeah,
Thing is, though, you can say we don't know what these people are doing and stuff. You see how much money they fucking put into these games.
Yeah.
You
But-
could just say, do this. They go, oh, it's too much hassle. Fix
But
it.
I mean, I
Fucking
could-
hell,
I
the
could
programmers
defend- I
and
could
stuff.
defend-
No, because they can't do that because they've got a year to churn out next game.
well, I mean,
If they had more time, then
Well, they're having a go at
this is the point. innit?
BioWare, aren't they? Did you see that massive tweet fest that Casey Hudson got? Because I think he's the creative director on Mass Effect. And the team finished up work on Mass Effect, I think, by like January or something.
Oh,
so
the From
by that
Ashes
phase,
thing.
it was gold. And then from then on, the team started working on DLC. So everybody's given this backlash that this DLC should be in the game if they're still working
Well,
on
yeah.
it.
yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't pay for it, so.
Well, how many times does this game come out and on release day or release week? Oh, there's DLC. That's
How-
actually just a code that unlocks it on your
How
disc.
many times have you downloaded
Fucking
DLC
rough.
and it's been 50 meg, and it's like a full DLC?
Worsten's when it's fucking kilobytes and you're like,
Yeah.
this is on the game, this is an unlock key for a fucking
Yeah.
RAR file.
What the
Bioshock
fuck is
2.
that?
Resident Evil 5.
Oh, what the-
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, or Resident Evil 5, like DLC, except from like the single player ones on disc.
Yeah, all that multiplayer shit.
That's just ridiculous.
That is literally a fucking WinRAR. There you go. There's your unzipped file.
Why?
Just 1,200 points.
Why isn't there a way to just unzip these files?
Well, it's like, you know when it comes out on PC and they open all executables, and it's like, there you go. The files are in
It's
the
like,
damn disc.
That disc is mine. I paid for every bit of data on that disc, and nobody should say to me, you can't have that until you pay for it.
Yeah.
I should try it on my Xbox. It might not read normal games, but maybe it finds that.
It's bullshit.
I mean,
that.
I can sit here and say
It's rough
it
as
could be
shit.
to do with the engines and they can't do it, but there is nothing, there's no excuse for Spec Ops being 2-player, because Zombies is
No
4-player
excuse.
and it's exactly the same.
There's no excuse for a game
excuse
that
for
can make
No excuse for
400
Spec Ops.
million or something ridiculous. Pitching some ridiculous fucking numbers.
I'm sorry, with fucking money they make.
It should be fucking 8
It
players.
should be fucking 3 discs long.
It should be free. It should be paying us.
I'm sorry, that single player paying 50 quid they charge, don't they now?
It's
Fucking Call of Duty.
Dedicated
Robbing
servers,
bastards.
8-player
I can't-
co-op.
I cannot believe that they've got so confident within themselves that they can say, we're going to charge you more than any other game.
Oh,
to buy our
I
game."
can ride when all those fucking clones queue up and buy it.
Exactly.
And,
we're
and I'm in that
fucking
queue.
I'm not.
I won't queue up.
Let's
as
just
well.
get that clear. I
Right,
rented it.
let's get one thing clear.
Lummy
You were
was
still in
there.
the queue.
Lummy was in the queue.
Whoa.
I was the only one that
You
wasn't.
didn't buy it, but you
Even
were
though
there.
your girlfriend pushed in
Too right. She don't
and
fuck about.
fucking bought some ice cream.
And all them nerds were just dribbling down and back. Female.
I still think it was funny when I went Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2. I bought Cool Runnings as well. I was like, oh, it's Conde. It's
£3.
Cool Runnings, £3. Yeah. I'll take that.
It's like me at GTA 4 midnight launch. I got Mass Effect. That's fucking awesome.
And then every midnight launch after that, you can only buy
Yeah.
that game.
What, you went into the shop and bought something else?
I wasn't even going to buy GTA. I just went with him. And then I got home, I put GTA on for 20 minutes, and then I played Mass Effect all night.
Mass Effect 2 or it?
Mass Effect 1.
One.
That was
hell.
so
Bossing
fucked
it.
up for GTA 4 because
shit.
Was it
no,
shit?
no, I
Yeah.
liked it, right? I'm not going to deny that. I thought it was really good. It wasn't as good as
You still
GTA
got
3.
mine?
Yeah.
I've still got his
Fuck PC.
for Xbox.
He's got both of mine. But
What's mine is yours, Aiden?
shut up.
Anyway.
Point being, they gave him 1,000 points because he's a nice guy. And to the guy I had, you had to say to him, I want my poster on points. And because I didn't say it, because I didn't realise they were giving 3 points away, he got points and I fucking didn't. And then also,
And
my
he-
mates who
even
worked
like-
at game, end at night, they sent them way, with thousands too many than 1,000 points things.
Oh,
Yeah.
when Mike
And they
that
went
got
home with fucking like 50,000 fucking points
Microsoft
each.
points.
And then
That's
they would
ridiculous.
No wonder they're going fucking bust.
That's awesome.
He
No
gave
one-
like 20,000 fucking points to Big Chris for no reason. Even fucking tell me.
See, this is
Mike.
why this is why
I
the
would have
company
sucked
can't
your
sell.
dick, Mike, for some of them damn points.
Look, this
And
is
he's
why
just
they can't
surprised that
sell
he's gonna
EA
listen to
anymore.
that.
Literally, this is why they can't sell EA games anymore because they're fucking giving away 50,000 points to each of their staff.
No, it's when a new game comes out and it's 60 quid and you're like, who wants to pay 60 quid for a game? I'll go next door to see if it's cheaper in HMV. What am I thinking? 18 quid for a CD, I'll go somewhere else.
I'll go on internet and just pay 30 quid.
Anybody that's got the internet is mad to buy new games in shops, really.
Yeah.
Unless you're trading in for value.
Yeah, trading.
That is
yeah.
the best part of
That's
that.
only good thing about shops when like you took in Darkness and got Syndicate for
But
3
the
quid.
thing is,
They're
though,
amazing.
their pre-owned market is going down so much because nobody buys pre-owned games hardly anymore. That
I wonder why.
You trading in that game and getting the new one for whatever you got it for, must be losing them so much.
Yeah, but
money.
think about it. I've gone into game before, and the pre-owned version of a new
It's
release.
more expensive than the fucking
Exactly.
brand new one.
It's like computer exchange. Sometimes it's really good, and then sometimes
Yeah.
you look at it and it's like, how much?
Quid,
Yeah,
quid,
but, yeah. When like if a game comes out and they're charging 50 quid for it because it goes on how many they've got in stock, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, and you go and you take them a game, it's like, oh, well, we can give you 6 quid for that. And you're like, oh, it cost me 50 brand new, I'll take it. Then you see it on fucking shelf,
Yeah.
15 quid.
How much money?
Like Simon, when he took in Ghost Recon 1, 50 pence. It costs more to get there on the fucking bus to trade the
ridiculous.
game in than how much he got
That's
for the
that's
game.
the reason I've stopped trading games in, to be honest, because you don't.
I
get
never-
all back
I
from
never
it.
traded
I've
in
stopped
games
doing
anyway.
it.
It's
And
like
I've-
being stabbed in the heart.
It's like when 360 dies and they bring in something else. I'll probably not take my 360 in, 'cause unless they say, "Oh, if you bring it in, you get 100 quid off or something off." That's the only way
Well,
it'd be worth it.
It's like the only time I've ever traded a game in is when I've got rid of the console and I can't play the games
Yeah.
anymore.
I wish I'd not done that. And then I'd have my Final Fantasy 10.
There's a right place
I
to
don't know where
trade
it is.
games in, but it's all a personal preference,
Yeah.
a personal choice. Because
We've gone on for 8 little.
Yeah. Right, well, brief the rest news. Dragon Dogma's demo is coming to Europe. It ain't got a release date.
does anybody know what that even
I ain't got
It
is?
looks like a knockoff of Monster Hunter, but without co-op, so fuck that game, really.
Sounds great.
This demo involves you can make your character, shit like that. There's 2 levels, and you can maybe take it into the main game, so you can make your character early, I guess.
Nice.
GameStop over in America is planning a shitload of midnight openings for Mass Effect, but we're going to give a fuck, we're in England. Assassin's Creed thing we've already talked about. Sega reveals Hell Yeah, Wrath of the Dead Rabbit.
Who's dev team on that?
Sega.
That's Sega are a publisher.
Yeah,
Aidan.
they've got their own team, haven't they?
But they've
Sonic
still got-
team.
There'll still be a offset team that comes up.
No, it just says Sega.
I hope it would say like Suda51, like crazy fucking banana
It's a titular
bunny.
who just so happens to be the Prince of Hell, embark on a mission to take down his nemesis, Fat Rabbit, after he posts incriminating pictures of Ash and his rubber ducky on the Helternet.
This sounds amazing.
That's going to be bad. That's gonna be done so badly. We've got
don't know.
Modern Warfare 3, the number one deal. Well,
Is it
first
collection
DLC.
pack?
Yeah,
It's coming
well,
out for
It's gonna be,
normal
it's
people
gonna be like
now.
5 maps and 2 Spec Ops.
Is it what?
missions.
It's actually coming out for people that aren't stupid enough to pay for Elite.
But it's in March, so they've had half these maps for a month now.
Oh well, there's some bad news.
It's worth
So
that
as soon
money.
as I pick it up, I'll go on that PRs, or I'll run straight forward, and there'll be a fucking corner camper
Yeah.
sat there.
We've got Silent Hill HD collection's been delayed.
Oh,
Damn
Gosh
it.
darn it.
Oh.
Until March the 20th.
I can't run around in a grey fog anymore.
Zona Enders HD's got a release date.
Yes!
Which is...
What is Zone of the Enders?
It's one of the enders is Hideo Kojima's love child.
Alright.
Second Runner is one of the best games ever made. He plays a guy called Dingo. Do I need to say any more?
That's enough.
Dingo Egret.
We've not got an actual release date, it's just autumn, it
Autumn,
says.
yeah. It's got anime cutscenes. It's got the best clouds when you blow shit up, like Dragon Ball Z smoke effects, all
Nice.
cell shady. He plays a giant fucking robot that's super fast.
Sounds
Say no
awesome.
more.
Mass Effect 3 is getting a load of shit for hopefully not being sexist, because according to this, Mass Effect 2 was sexist because she could plow jack.
You could plow everything on that game.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought that dude with touch.
I guess it's sexist because you don't do it till end, and you have to.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
but
you
you
have to
don't,
romance everybody.
you
but
don't
can-
romance Jack. You just fuck her anyway,
can
and then
romance her,
romance
though.
somebody else.
No, if you don't do that and you say no, I want to take it seriously.
Why would any guy
Wow.
in their right mind be like, there's some woman lady here saying she wants me to plow her? No, actually, I'll not do you because I can do you at the end of
It's
the game.
only
You
sexist.
plow her and then plow somebody else.
I'm sorry, but if the Jack was to
Not
do
really
said
arguing your
that, I
case
wouldn't.
here, right?
She'd kill you. Did you see her with him? He's like massive,
Dude,
and
I
she didn't
think
chuff him
Miranda.
rock him
She
in
could.
half.
It's only sexist because she
Miranda.
likes it rough. That's all it is.
Anyway,
the bitch likes being tied
People are
up.
saying it's sexist because you could have sex with her before the end. I don't get it myself.
Miranda.
That's stupid.
That chick
way.
does anal, you could fucking take it. She'd probably take Aquarian.
She'd probably
She'd
fucking
fuck
take
you.
you.
Like
She'd
face
fuck you,
mask.
man. She'd fuck you.
you know you've had sex with Jack because you don't fuck her. She fucks you.
Oh, she's probably got one of them crazy like E-penis.
We've got the Bungie co-founder proudly passes the torch. Alex Seropian says he's confident that 3-4 Industries will take the ball and run with it. That's fucking ancient news.
He's in hospital with 30-degree
Well,
burns.
that's
from
ancient
the
news.
torch.
Let's move on to.
Well, there's three
Something
things
else?
that I wanted to bring up
Go
for
on, dude.
news. Is Jet Set Radio.
Yeah. High definition version of Jet Set Radio.
Then there's a couple of DLCs that are coming out. There's the DLC for Reckoning coming out. There's DLC for Final Fantasy coming out.
The DLC
And
for
there's
Saints
DLC
Row.
for Saints Row
I'm
coming
just
out.
on the
as well.
DLC for. Meh.
Go on,
Well,
then,
I'm
read it
sorry.
off.
I've got it in my brain, man. Fuck your list.
It's not a list.
It is. It's not.
Kind of a list.
It's kind of a list. It's just.
It's
on your
got
phone.
news from every fucking
It's
news
a- it's a-
site.
it's a list.
Dickhole.
It's a list.
So it's pirate themed.
What is?
This new DLC.
Amarillo DLC.
Alright.
It's a new continent.
Reckoning.
It's
Yeah.
got dense fiction, mountains of loot, and
Because
vast
I've done with the
exploration.
first fucking continent already.
You haven't done every chuff
Obviously.
in side quest.
I've not done fuck all on it. Well, I've done a lot on it, but I've got nowhere.
You need to stop, dude. You're gonna power
I
level
can't
it.
do it.
You can.
I can't not do the side missions.
Like those
Just-
people that see new on a warfare and they've got to get rid of it.
I've got it,
The fuck's that about?
dude. If I've got like codex entries,
That's
I've got to go
me.
through them
I've
all.
got exclamation marks
Oh,
everywhere. I
how
don't
do
even
you
see
do
'em.
it? Oh,
Don't even see them.
I do that.
Oh
Modern Warfare.
no!
I've got no urge to get rid of that shit. I just ignore
I have to.
it.
I have to.
Ooh, I've got something new on this game thing. They may stop Mass Effect before it comes out. Also, GameStop's trying to buy them.
By
Game.
Well, game
Which
and
means get Game Station and
game
all.
station. Yeah.
yeah, because they're a parent company. I wonder how much that'd go for.
Not
Because
much
they've got to
now.
be worth some if
We
if
could
they're
probably
having a
put together
rough
and buy it now.
financial time.
They're having a rough
Yeah,
time.
but GameStop's fucking awesome for its like what they're doing.
I reckon
Is
GameStop.
GameStop even in this country?
No.
No.
No, it's America.
That's why we need GameStop to buy them, so then we can have GameStop over here.
Yeah, but what if it comes over and everything's fucking super dear?
It's not.
It's not. It's good.
Whoa. You're going off American prices when
Oh,
their
fair
tax
point.
rate
Well-
is lower than ours by like 9%.
Well, yeah, this
It could
country
come
does
over
like to fuck
and
you.
just be completely different.
Fair
They
point.
could come
Well,
over and just stay
exactly.
as game.
They
and
could
just
come
keep
over and do a
everything
Best Buy and
So-
then fuck off back over to America in a
65
couple
quid a
of, couple of
game,
months' time.
same. Fuck that.
It's like, oh, well, yeah. If they've learned anything from Best Buy, they know to stay over there.
What's this fucking pound
Ocean.
bollocks? Fuck
Over
off.
there.
Not like getting fucked in a Best Buy.
They'll come
Fuck
over,
me, man. Fuck me in the Best Buy.
they'll come over and just have dollar signs and everything. It's like, fuck you guys.
So how much?
If you want to buy something, you got to go exchange your money for your dicks.
So you're saying my $1 only gets me 2.5 pence? No.
But also, I wanted to mention that. Have you seen Mass Effect? The Vault. Because it's Mass Effect.
Oh,
I
that
wanted to buy
cage
it.
thing.
I wouldn't, but
It's like,
I hate them
what,
vaults.
a
They all look
fucking
fucking retarded.
jumper for your Xbox?
You brought it up earlier. They have overeating issues with Xboxes, but
Let's
let's put a
fucking-
massive
Dude,
plastic
it
casing on it.
increases airflow.
put it in
Fuck, that's
Fucking-
bullshit.
I know.
I'll increase
Because
your
it's
flow.
Do you know it
Elevated.
increases airflow? Standing next to it going, that increases fucking airflow. I
Whoa,
don't
whoa,
need a
whoa,
ball.
Blowing in the disc tray.
You do a lot of blowing in the disc tray.
Dude, I fucking blowjob my Xbox and you still don't read the disc.
Let's get one thing straight as well. I'm not saying it does. I'm saying that's what the same because it's off the ground. It increases airflow.
Oh, fuck
What
that,
if you're in
man.
an airtight room?
What is safer than a plastic condom on your Xbox?
Fucking your Xbox though, Chris. We actually managed to get your Battlefield disc working, and it still won't let us in a game together.
You cannot join this lobby because your Battlefield 3 thinks you're a racist.
So, I guess we'll play something else then, Chris.
Yeah, let's fucking get away from this news thing. It took way too long. We'll start with you, Ryan. What you've been playing? What you've been doing?
Well, we've taken a detour back to Earth Defense Force recently, which was quite refreshing because that game is fun as it's
Lightning.
lightning.
I am the overly Asian woman who talks in the cutscenes
The
and
land
every
is-
so often gets very, very Asian.
The lander is Fuba.
That lady's trying so hard to be English.
Oh,
so,
Fubar. The landing zone is Fubar.
The lander is Fuba, but I think we can get some of the.
you have to go lightning.
Get intel on the horn.
Tango and Cash are on the corner.
Oh, if you only knew, Lummy. If you
Lummy.
only knew.
She's
You would love this
amazing.
game, I'm telling you.
As long as things blow up.
Oh, dude, things
You're
blow
firing
up.
rapid fire rockets into mountains or ants.
I fire 2 rockets that split into like 12 rockets that automatically home onto enemies.
Mine fires 6 in a burst. The whole lock on.
It's
Nice.
fucking.
And then he
And
fucking
then he
fires a
fucking
nuke.
kills us all. It's like, Ryan, have you got your shield? Yep.
Aiden. Goodbye.
Because I've got a rocket launcher and it does 5 rockets that each do about 550 damage. My pesticide rifle does 500,000 damage with 1 shot. Bit of a difference.
But if
lights
I,
up the entire screen and kills
literally,
everybody.
if I put my shield up, which a spider can take in 1 bite, if I've got my shield up when he uses his rifle, no matter how low my shield is, it just takes my shield and none of my health. It's just like 500,000 damage.
It's like as soon as a massive swarm turns up and everybody's dropping, it's like, dude, drop it. It's just nuke.
Because normally when I look around, I'm in the middle of all these enemies, and these 2 are off in the distance somewhere shooting in. I'm like,
I'm not going in front of him with that fucking thing.
like,
My
Chris,
guy's got no shield.
Chris, I've got my shield. Shoot me, shoot me, Chris.
Oh, we've been
Save
started
me.
playing. I didn't realise how to shoot it because the sniper rifles, if you hip fire them, it kind of goes pew, pew, wherever it wants. So I'm aiming at distance. Big white light turns up. Everybody
Everybody's
dies.
Why would you not use that gun all the time?
I tried to.
I
but-
got such shit end at stick with that. You've got fucking flying around and stuff. You've got shield and your guy super guns, both of you. My guy, piss sweet guns, piss sweet
Yeah, but
fucking
your micro
abilities.
machines
Yeah, but you're
already.
gonna get your pesticide launcher. I've got a fucking grenade that does the same as his, except I've got to try and fire a grenade far enough away from everybody so I
The
don't
thing
kill
is,
him.
though, I get dick slapped all the time because I can't take too much damage on a shield. I can't fly away, and when I get stuck against them, the only thing I've got is the roll, which might be awesome.
Yeah,
But
dude, every time I fly away, though, I risk being immobilised from reloading.
And not being
well,
yeah.
still, my character
The
is
best
awful.
thing, the
I
best
hate
thing
that.
about my character
Is that
is when them
electricity?
fucking ticks come and I just put my electricity on and everything dies.
Before, my turrets used to be good, and now that because you're so
Well,
strong, they're
you've
don't
not been
level
in.
up.
You've not been in. When me and Chris started playing, I actually used my electricity on something other than the ticks, and it kills
Respawn,
like
yeah.
it kills shitloads of stuff. The only problem is when the electricity's on, it drains the shield gradually as while it's on.
It's, it's an ability, isn't it? It's got to have some kind of downfall.
Well, I sit there pumping my shotgun in the face of stuff, and it'll take about 2 clips to kill an ounce.
But I unlocked a new assault rifle, which was it does like over 900 damage, and its fire rate's pretty high, and it just tears through everything. It's awesome.
My guns are shit for my guy. I hate it.
I ain't seen a decent assault rifle on that game yet.
I'll put it on when I next play. Although then I'll have to say, you can only carry 2 weapons. My guy's like this big and he can carry the same metal weapons as you. It makes no
My
sense.
guy's got a helmet.
You've got fucking... like you say, when Aiden joins the game, we've got little icons underneath our name. And me and Chris have got 3 icons for like which guns you're using and your
Abilities
ability.
and shit.
And he's got like 4 turrets. He's got like 7 different icons under his name. And it's like, oh.
It's mad penis envy.
They're all shit.
But
as
then he
well.
dies a lot, so...
So much shit stuff, and I can't take a beating
Do
like
you
you.
not have a
with your
turret that
shield.
can pick you back up so we don't have to bother?
Well, if your
Ah.
two didn't fucking kill me,
Well, I'm still going for that revive achievement, and I only killed you because I fired a thermonuclear weapon. So shut the fuck up.
I want to fire both of our weapons at once, just like decimation.
Stand back, boys. It's Oppenheimer time.
when we fucking up in that tunnel, Chris is going to come forward and fire that in. Fired it straight away. We all fucking got wiped out.
It's like you two stay back, and then because he moves so
Admittedly,
fast,
Aiden were in front of me when that shit went off.
but he
Did you
moves.
zip past me?
I'm trying to get away.
He moves so fast. He fires the weapon and gets back.
Trying
He's
to run
further back
away.
than him, and Aiden just dies. And it's just like
You haven't even
he
fucking
said,
trotted
"Stay back,
along
Aiden."
because I can't boost her all.
Just hold your breath as it's white, and I watch my life, and it's just.
Well, that's the thing with it. When you can't talk when it gets later on and you fire it, the screen goes white regardless. And I'm like, am I too close? Get my shield up. It's
Yeah,
like, oh
it's
no, it
just
was a mile away. It's just, it looks fucking. It's good. It's all good fun.
That's an underrated game though, that, and it's cheap.
It's
Isn't
so
it like
fun.
£8 or something now?
I don't think it's that cheap, but it's
It
cheap.
went down a lot.
But the
It
problem
came
is,
out cheap, didn't it? Though it didn't come out.
it came
full
out at
price.
like 20 odd
Yeah,
quid.
like 25 quid, yeah.
I've seen it on like shops and stuff like $5.
Oh wow, I didn't realise
I
it.
might have
had
been
gone
shocked.
down.
If it was 4-player, it'd be perfect. But
It would.
In Games TM, it's always got like a list down in back of Games TM, you know, where cheapest prices for super cheap stuff is, and it on there. It might have been Amazon.
Yeah, they're all like Crystal Peaks. There's one bus here at 5:30
Well,
in the
Kane
morning.
Unleashed 2, they're for like £4.
I love
And
that
stuff
game.
like that, just like massive price. Yeah, so
it's good stuff. Though.
It's-
It's worth playing if you've got a good bunch of people to play it with. 'Cause
even
it's so
then,
fun.
you get your $5 worth. Well,
Oh, definitely.
Well, it's a £5 to get there to pick the fucking game up.
you get your $10 worth.
It is worth playing. I mean, I don't think it'd be as good if you didn't have people to play it with because
No, it's boring as shit.
Yeah,
on
it
your
gets
own.
monotonous, and as funny as that woman is on your own, that story wouldn't be as.
There's a
Well,
story.
We say story very lightly.
Dude, when that big Queen Wasp turned up, I was feeling that shit.
Yeah, what about when that mothership turned up and then the credits rolled and you
That
didn't get to
speech
kill
at
it?
end.
Yeah, but we're playing on
made
Inferno
that
this
one.
time. The ending's
Lightning.
different.
Lightning.
On Inferno, I tell you what, we're going to turn around and we're going to fuck that shit up, I'm telling you.
I've checked forums, dude, and
Don't kill me!
I'm just talking.
We died the first time, we survived the second time, surely we got a fucking...
Yeah, do you remember how many of them big dudes there is on that last level? It's a good job we've got them fuck
It
you
is.
guns because they were huge.
Oh,
Like a bunch of Transformers.
Yeah, but the thing
walking
is,
around.
they're a bit shit. As long as you can sit there and pummel them from afar.
Yeah,
we
but
can't
if he's
hit
following you, he's
we haven't
drill
come
fucking
across
you.
one of
When
them
we
big
did,
ones
when
yet.
we did it on what?
On
Big ones?
Inferno, the
What?
big one,
The
the
big,
garage
big
one,
hexes,
the
yeah,
garage.
well,
not the
No.
Hectors, the giant tall guys
Don't-
like Black Knight
Don't you
dudes
remember
with
the
red
fucking,
chests.
the fucking Day After Tomorrow dudes?
Yeah, super tall dudes.
There's the small Hectors and the fucking
Yeah,
big
they're like-
ones.
No, we've
3
seen big
times
hectors.
No, we haven't.
definitely have.
No, we
on last
haven't.
level, there's big hectors.
These aren't big Hectors. These are like those
Not on
giant
Inferno,
super
we
guys.
haven't.
Well, not on Inferno we ain't yet, but on Hard we saw big ones.
Yeah, but...
Oh yeah, but Inferno and Hard's life differences is ridiculous.
It is. But playing on your own as well makes such a difference. I can kill a Hector like that on my own.
Yeah, because it scales.
On fucking 3-player, it's like hammering it for like 10 minutes if we ain't got your gun. Oh, my shiny new gun.
I hate you guys.
Death.
We love you, Ed.
It's alright, I've got no gun.
Well, you see, the thing is,
Stop playing it with
even though your internet's off, you could still be getting to level 8.
I don't want to.
I did it.
Well, get a life.
I'm erect. Why aren't you?
It's level
Name
8
that
like Tom
film.
Brown.
God, I know that film as well.
Is it
Don't say you're ruining it.
Showgirls.
Oh, Aiden, you motherfucker! You're just ruining it.
Never seen it.
Who said it? Who says the line? Who delivers
I've
it?
never seen it.
Michael Ironside. Oh, no,
I remember
maybe
at
it's that happy
school-
guy.
You used to say that at school all the time. Like, oh, Showgirls last night, Channel 5. There's a tit in it. And like,
There's more than a
there's
tit.
a tit.
There's loads of tits.
I was like 13, never seen
Fuck
a tit
this
before in my
side
life.
boob, man. Fuck side boob. That is what you want.
There's not like half nipple.
You remember when Channel 5 used to have like porn on at night? Well, not porn, but you know.
Shannon Tweed softcore shit.
Yeah, when Channel 5 used to be like the dodgy channel that dads weren't supposed to watch.
Channel
Every
5.
time
Now
that's-
it's legit now.
It was Men and Motors of normal TV.
Oh, fuck Men and
Men and
Motors.
Motors.
Oh.
When young boys needed tits, they went to Men
I
and
feel
Motors.
like I've missed so much.
You get past 9 o'clock and it were like
Like-
a show with the woman for 20 minutes stripping to show you a nipple.
Yeah. Show's got like two fucking undies, pulled them down slightly, and they were half a bloody garden in them.
And
It
that's-
never went that far. As soon as it were about to go down, it went off.
Oh, I don't know. They always used to do the like little. I'm pantomiming messing with a thong for people that can't see.
And
Some
that's
people know this.
self-defense
We were
force
really
for
young
you.
when this happened. We weren't like
Self-defense
18.
force, yeah.
started
Yeah,
doing
that-
it.
There were no internet back then. You had to watch shitty Sky
This is the
channels.
sort of person you are if you like Earth Defence Force. I've also been playing...
There's no wrong with Men and Motors, bitch.
What
don't
else
exist
have I
anymore.
been playing? Yeah, I like Earth
I know,
Defence
what
Force.
else have you been playing?
I've been playing Reckoning. Well, I've been on the
Let's not get into
I've
that
been on the
again.
pause menu of Reckoning, and even though last week I mentioned I played it, I didn't actually talk about it because I've done about 70 million side quests and 2 main quests, and I'm starting to lose the will to live. But it's a
What's
good
your
game.
playtime on it when you're not paused?
I can literally play it for maybe an hour, and then I've got to play something different because I just get.
Do you think it's open world burnout after coming off of Skyrim?
I just get. The thing is, the side missions are better than just go here and get that kind of thing. They are a bit more. Fucking sit down. They are a bit.
Time, dickhead.
Goodness me, right? That came out of nowhere.
Nobody knows what's happening now, you tail.
You keep on messing with my fucking lights when I'm trying to do a scene.
Oh my!
I'll make sure you never work in this industry again.
Oh my days! Sit down.
I bet you by fucking in about a week's time, everybody's saying that now.
All my days.
Yeah. It's
How
gonna
many
be
da-
OMD before you know it.
How many days is there in an All My Days?
That one
A
there was
few.
a few in that one.
Like 4 days at least. Did you wake up down the road and it should have
Next
been there
to
for
a
about
tree.
2 weeks?
I think it's just side mission burnout, and I'm the sort of person that doesn't like progressing the main story when I've still got side missions, and then I do all the side missions I've got, and I've got to get to this area here, which is like this far away.
Pointing to about yay high.
Yep, this area here I've got to get to get my next main mission, and on the way to that there's another fucking 50 side missions.
That's why you've got to ignore the question marks, right?
They're exclamation marks though.
It's the same difference.
The question marks are once you've already accepted them.
Well, ignore them ones.
I can't. And then I'll do all them. And
Do you know what game you should play? Farmville.
No, fuck
You'll be
Farmville.
perfect then, right?
And
What
then-
you do, you build a farm, the end.
And then I finally get to my main mission, and I've done all my side missions. I do the main mission, and I've got more side missions to do. And I just get a bit overwhelmed, and then I turn it off and do something else.
See, that's where the difference is. If I were playing that game, I'd just go, fuck these side missions, I'm going to do main quest.
And with you on that though, I'd have to do side
I
missions.
have to do it.
You don't have to do anything except for breathe, sleep, eat, shit.
And get rid of the exclamation marks.
But it's like, if I'm playing a game and there's side missions, I'll do them so long, but as soon as I get bored of them, I'll just do main mission.
As soon as you get to that part, it's like, yeah, we get this, copy, paste, clone, 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 fuck you, I'm doing something
What do you get
else.
for these quests? Do you ever get a big fuck off amazing sword for it?
You get weapons, you get money,
Well,
you get
I'd do it then.
experience.
That is what
Only
Let me do
problem
it.
though, dude, is like, oh, I got a giant flaming sword. Then you go and dig an hole. Oh, I got a green giant flaming sword.
That's what
That's the only problem with
I'm like,
loot.
every time I'd be like, I need to do this to get a better weapon. I need to do this because maybe I've got a better weapon, maybe a better weapon. And then if they just give me a goal, I'll still keep doing it till it's fucking done.
And apparently, you will never get a weapon better than weapons you can spec for yourself. So
Yeah.
it's the whole Skyrim
Well,
blacksmith thing. all
I'm,
over
I'm,
again.
I'm as high as I can be on blacksmithing at the moment. Once I get to a certain level, I can get another few points in it, but I'm as high as I can be at the moment. But the problem is, as high as I am, you've still got to find the bits to make the weapons, and if you haven't got decent bits, you can't make decent weapons.
That
What?
makes sense, though.
What's the dialogue like in that game?
I skip
Because
it.
so much stuff in.
I tap X.
Really? You're not even reading it, and yet you're doing all side quests.
No,
What
it's got
the
to
fuck is that
it,
about?
it's got to the point where if I read all of the side quests, I did start, and I was listening to everything and doing everything, and it's got to the point, I've done 60 side quests. I'm only just in the second area.
You haven't even got the Master Sword, have you?
No. And it's
even
got to
grown
the
up.
point where it's just like, yeah, you're going to want me to do something, tap X, right, where is it there? Go do it.
No wonder you're getting bored in it. You're not even
Oh.
playing it.
You want to get to Dodongo's caverns? Pick
I
bombs up.
think I just need to do a few main missions, get a bit more of the map opened up, and I just can't ignore them side missions. It does my head in. I wish I could.
So your OCDs here is actually ruining your experience of this game.
The demo
Very
was
much.
awesome. The demo was awesome.
Yeah,
Because
they
it
were like
cut me off
5
after half an hour.
quests. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'll get back into it. And what else have I been playing? I've actually played the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer bit of the demo,
Woo!
finally, and it's awesome. And
Is that from when you're playing them dickheads with turrets? and-
except Lummy, who's having a very bad experience because we've stolen all the good characters.
I don't know.
apparently.
Hey, I think Engineer's good. I really like playing Engineer.
Is
That
it Engineer
Incinerate's
that can
amazing.
one-hit kill Atlases with that crazy overlord?
Is it the over? Who's got the?
Or is that
Overlord?
the Sentinel that
It
does that?
depends with the race. Some
Oh,
of the
is it the
races
race?
have.
I picked just a human one 'cause for some reason it don't let me have another races. I can't unlock the races. Actually.
some of the races have
different abilities.
different
Yeah.
overload in different trees because like you were playing engineer and as the quarrying you could do the cryo shot,
Yeah.
but as the other engineers you can't do a cryo shot.
Because-
Say how Engineer and Incinerate, and I thought it was awesome.
Aside from that
See, I
one-hit
don't
kill on
spec
Atlas,
abilities, I spec the gun proficiency in that first.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Incinerate's awesome.
and aside from the ability to spam the Vanguard's charge and the rocket launcher, what is the most effective way of killing them atlases? Because they take a fucking beating.
I throw my sticky
just shoot
grenades at them.
I throw everything at them, but
I Vanguard charge them, shotgun them, because I've got like something like a 4-second,
window.
50% damage
Yeah.
extra when I
I also,
charge.
when we're playing together, I know it doesn't actually freeze them because they're like big enemies.
Super
But
huge.
if I use my cryo shot on them for a certain amount of time after I've used it, we do more damage to its armor.
I'd shoot him.
Yeah, me Carnifex handgun as well. Every shot with that takes one blocker its life off.
Because my biggest fear here is that they want you to just farm levels. They want you to just get stronger and overcome it gradually. Because on gold, them fucking phantoms are just ridiculous. Everything's ridiculous on that. Them turrets are already ridiculous. They're made
Them
worse.
turrets are if you get into the sight line of one of them engineers.
Well, the day when
turrets.
Aiden were down, there were two. Looking at like both areas, they had a full angle sweep of anywhere near him. There was no way you were picking him up.
You can
No way.
They're not too hard to take out though, to kill.
They just strip you in 3 bullets and you did.
I'm glad that this is out though, because they can iron so much shit out. Because that Vanguard, that thing that you were doing, you know, the charge them,
Nova.
yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, but you didn't even see it worse way, dude, because I had a sniper. If you have a pistol, you've got infinite cooldown. You
Just
can
think
just
if
keep
all
doing
you
it.
were doing.
I watched it online.
Yeah.
I watched it
It's
online
bullshit.
today,
Yeah.
and literally, you've got your barrier, and you use your Nova when it goes,
Burn.
and then you
Burn.
use your charge, and it's full again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're
If
almost
that
all
needs to
four,
go.
if all four of you were doing that, you'd breeze. through
Even
it.
if you didn't,
If
And
one
the
person were doing it,
Vanguard
it'd fuck it up.
charge stuns phantoms.
even if
So,
you didn't
that
use the
charge-
combo,
It's like 1 in 3 chances are not working.
Even without that combo though, Vanguard's still overpowered. Because that
Becau-
charge that I've got, when now I figured out you could lock onto stuff, you know that map we were playing on, the brownie one? I remember we're in that building to the left, you start and then you go forward to the left, you're in that like big container.
got a
There's
lot
that
of range.
container at right. I saw a guy up there, and I thought, I want to go kill him, and I ain't got no ammo, and I fucking walked from one end of the map to other, and nailed him.
Yep.
And that is way too overpowered doing stuff like that.
another
It's
reason why
always
it's
been that way
overpowered.
though, dude. That charge has always had.
It shouldn't be that good.
range.
Even if you don't use the combo, if you get into a position where you're like you've lost your barrier, you're getting low on health, you lock onto somebody and go to the other side of the map, you've got all your barrier back,
Yeah.
and you're at the other side of the map.
Yeah.
What's
the
better,
only way it
barrier
could-
or shield?
Depends
It all
what they're
depends on
shooting you
what's
with.
hitting you with, yeah.
Alright.
But even the only way it could be more overpowered is if you could lock onto your teammates and get to safety and get your barrier back.
Yeah, my only criticism with that move is there is nothing in the Mass Effect series that is as fun as that charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing
It's-
else that's like, oh, but you could do this.
If
It's always
everybody
like,
else could do something that good, it's
Yeah.
either they're going to have to bring that down and make everything else better. So I know what's going to happen.
Get
That's
somebody
going to be
wings.
weakened.
Get somebody fucking wings, let me fly.
There should
Jetpack.
be crazy
There
fucking...
should be
Every ability
something.
should have something awesome.
Yeah.
I love my cryo shot though.
Like slow-mo.
Like fucking cryo shot, you should freeze them and the red should fall
Proper
off.
slow-mo.
See, I like
Silent
concussive
Phoenix style.
shot. I just like shooting people at concussive
Don't
shot.
get me wrong,
watch them
stuff like
fall over.
adrenaline rush and that is cool in single player, but when you're doing it in co-op, it doesn't slow time.
Yeah.
It just gives you that damage edge.
Yeah. I mean, the cryo shot for me, I'm carrying a sniper and a heavy pistol because that's my weapons of choice anyway, and it's still got like a literally 0-second cooldown pretty much. And if there's more people, because I've fully upgraded now, if there's people in a close vicinity to each other, it freezes them all.
Excuse me.
It's just, and then I freeze them, and then I shoot them, and by the time I've shot them, I've got it back again. It's just, I love it, but it's not everybody's.
Well, it's that new ability thing, isn't it? It's the whole cooldown system, the encumbrance versus cooldown, and it is an interesting system. But people are finding ways to game
Well,
it.
once I've leveled up, I'm not even fully leveled on half of my stuff, but once I've leveled up it even a little bit, I'm like carrying a sniper rifle, which is a fairly heavy weapon, and a pistol, and I've still got hardly any cooldowns. Once I'm fully upgraded, it's going to be like...
See, I carry an assault rifle and sniper rifle, so I'm pretty fucked.
But like Asari, an Asari adept, if you spec her right and you've got stasis and that singularity, you can spam that shit and have everybody floating and frozen. So she's another really powerful one if you get her high enough. The only problem is she's boring as fuck to players.
The only problem I've found so far is the Phantoms and the other Nemesises,
Nemesis, them snipers.
yeah, they seem to have a lower percentage for the abilities to actually work. Sometimes I can freeze them Nemesises, and sometimes they just...
It's difficulty mapped as well. Because when you go onto gold, or when you go silver, gold and that, they're all more resilient. Just look at grenades.
Can you even freeze them Phantoms?
I'm not too sure.
Because I use it on them, and sometimes they seem to slow down, sometimes they seem to... I just
They must have really high evade.
Only I hit me. Only way I do is I charge them, but I have to charge them, so it knocks them on their ass, or if it don't, he stuns
There's a
them.
chance that don't work as well, though. There's always that chance that they'll just...
And then they just turn
Stab
around
you.
But
and
it
stab
usually
you.
stuns them. So
I've
I do that, then run up to them and smack them because I've got my melee fully maxed out. Everything in my my thing's gone melee, so I run at them and full on punch them, and they're not getting up from
What
it.
do you? Oh, you use Vanguard, don't you?
Yeah.
Is there a Krogan Vanguard or?
There
I
should
don't
be.
think so.
There should be every race for every...
there isn't.
Krogan's he's something else.
There's a
He's one of the
Krogan
biotic
soldier.
ones.
I know there's a Krogan
There's
soldier.
a Krogan.
But the
I think
Krogan-
it's-
I know for one of them.
The
There's a
Krogan
human
soldier,
male, human
his
female,
his
one of them
melee
green and
attacks
yellow
are
dudes, and then
so
one of them,
powerful.
Doctor dudes.
Oh, Batarians and... What the hell race is that snake guy who I liked?
What, the green and yellow dude?
In which sniper, yeah.
Drell.
It was dying.
Drell.
Yeah, Drell, that's it.
I think for Infiltrator that I play, you can get the
That's dumb as fuck, that, not giving you every race.
you can get the guy that was a scientist on Mass Effect 2,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
Mordin.
and you can get a
Green and yellow dude.
no, not for Infiltrator. You can get a
Stay.
Quarian. You
Stay.
can get a Quarian.
What is what's Caden on Fiston? What?
Human.
Yeah, but what's his thing?
Caden Alenko.
But what's his class?
Soldier.
He was something like I think you can get a Krogan biotic. Are they called what they called it?
Shepherd.
Whatever Caden wore, that's what the Krogans are. And I forgot what fucking word is for him. I think is it biotic? Or is that just biotic powers?
Biotic are Asaris, aren't they?
No,
Well,
on the demo, the Krogan is a soldier,
And there's another
There's
one.
another
and there's another one. All right.
He's
Okay.
probably like a fucking sentinel. So.
Yeah, I think
That's,
he
Probably
is.
that's
Sentinel,
it, Sentinel.
Yeah, because that's what I was playing when
Fatty.
I wore...
No, you weren't playing as a
I
Krogan.
don't-
He played as every
No,
one.
I played it. Well, that race I played as that
Engineer
Garrus
one,
is
yeah,
one.
something
It's
silly.
You played as the Garrus race.
Oh, it's Turian.
Tyrion, yeah.
No, yeah. I know I couldn't roll.
I couldn't roll with the Krogan. It felt so weird. You couldn't even see his gun.
You
He's so
should.
big.
Oh, they should roll. It should be so funny.
As soon as I went off of that dude with is it engineers with turrets and went to that other dude that can't roll. What are
That'd be so
Where a
funny.
sentinel or something.
Sentinel, yeah.
You press Y and you get body armor.
Yeah, but when you're playing.
Oh
as,
yeah, I'm being shot. Body armor.
When
But
Fuck
he's
off.
a tank, isn't
You
he?
run up to him, press Y again, it explodes and does damage.
Sentinel's a tank.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you got like warp or some shit which it tears them apart.
if you get it.
You
right.
fire it at him and it goes.
Oh,
It just does a bit of a Zoidberg on him.
Yeah.
that's my move. Huge shockwave. It sounds mint.
That just sounds like fucking Rolf Harris with his wobble board.
That's
that.
when I know. I'm,
Guess what it is, yeah?
that's when I know I'm all right. When I hear Aiden's, and it's like, oh, Aiden's nearby. It's all good.
I think the only person who spec'd out shockwave instead of Nova. I've still got no on Nova. I don't plan to.
I like Nova, it's fun.
I'm thinking it's going to be alright, but I don't want to get it. Because if I
This
start using Battery Charge and Nova, I'll not stop doing it.
It doesn't matter.
It does,
If
because I
you're
like.
having fun.
Yeah, I feel overpowered compared to your guys, but I'm fucking charging across the map and
Yeah.
knocking
Everybody's
people over.
overpowered to me because you played it more.
That fucking engineer class, I rate like.
Shit! It's
gonna-
Dogger!
It's going to be what I'm going for after this one.
Yeah, but did you play as a human engineer as well?
I played as both and they were both crap.
Yeah, but you've got to level them. It's one
You've
of them
got-
things
yeah.
when you start on any class, it's like, this is
We
a
all
bit
started
shit.
another class the other day, and we all hated them, and we all went back to
Yeah.
the super powered up guys.
That's what it was.
Even no matter how fun headbutting people with that Krogan was and then turning him into beef jerky, I still love my Infiltrator.
I want to be able to have silver armour, silver and gold armour and stupid colours. I hate the fact that I mess with all those primary secondaries, highlights,
to make him look slightly
undertones,
different.
to change it, to try and mix them together, to make something really nice, and it always just looks shit.
On Mass Effect 2 I had black with orange trim.
I like a
That was
fucking
my
Christmas
armour.
cracker.
And
Surprised
then...
it weren't green and blue.
Oh, shut up. But I had black with orange trim and I fucking love that armour, that looks sick. And I can't even have it on demo, it's like...
I generally go like yellow Mustang.
Because I have to use a female Infiltrator, because I'm not any other Infiltrator at the moment. I've got yellow with pink bits.
That's gay.
It's awesome.
It's a lack of colour coordination, but we'll
And
let him have
fucking
it.
black, red trim, all the way. Old school Shepherd style. Always.
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Black and
I
orange.
went red for a bit on this new one, and I thought, fuck it, black with a red bit. Once I unlocked my secondary colour, which I have to unlock.
Rex will do
My
anything
guy's
for a
like
fertile
orange, I
female.
think, on Mass
And
Effect
plus, if I go green and blue, at least you know which one's me.
I know,
Yeah,
you should
you
be
don't
green
want
and blue.
Blue is my colour.
You don't want to be black on that multiplayer co-op because you look like a fucking nemesis running around and you end up shooting at your own team.
I shoot at you all the time.
That's why I've changed myself to white. So I look all sexified. White and yellow. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Like a tampon running around.
But, so,
Other than that, I've gone back and played a little bit of Mass Effect 2 because I thought I'd try and finish my Insanity run before the third one came out.
Where are you?
I don't know.
That doesn't help, but keep going.
Basically, I had a look through my squad because I thought if I look how high a level I am, I'll be able to determine how far through I am. And I'm pretty leveled up. I'm pretty high, and
Pretty stacked.
just
Have you got Legion?
I don't know because I'm like in the middle of a level at the moment.
He needs to be back on new game. I'm gonna be so pissed off if he's
I'm
not.
in like the middle of a level, and I've got. It's like Dead Space all over again. I've got no ammo.
It's
How
not
do
hard
you
to
get
get ammo
yourself
on that
in
though.
these
Every
predicaments?
guy kills.
I'm
it,
in no
drops
ammo,
it.
and I walk through a door, and there's two ways I can go. I can go up some stairs into a balcony, or I can go through into a room. And there's some guys having a firefight, some Blue Sun guys, and some other guys having a firefight. And there's...
Have you just got moored in? Like, you've got to be past that behind you.
Are you in a prison?
I don't think I'm in a prison.
Fucking hell, right.
I don't know, because
Oh
it's...
my
it's,
God.
it's
Do you know if you ask me where are you on your second playthrough of Mass Effect 2, I can tell you straight away.
but how long...
And I played it since, like a year ago?
Dude.
I'm at the point where you have to side with either Miranda or Jack.
Yeah,
And
but that's-
the reason I
that's
stopped
a-
playing is because I didn't want to side with either of them because that's what fucked me up last
That's
time.
a definitive point.
That's why
though.
nobody survived
That's
me,
a-
me
that's
run
a-
at end.
That's a
Everybody
definitive
died.
point.
I banged the wrong one.
I looked at mine, and it's like...
Jack died at end.
January 2011 I last played it.
I feel
So
for you.
it's like over a year ago, and I'm halfway through a mission. If I was at a point that I
Finish
remembered-
mission then.
I can't
I've got-
finish the
I've got
fucking
no
mission.
ammo. It's
Stop
not
that
hard.
ammo bollocks, right? Every person drops it, and you've got two fucking dudes with you with infinite ammo.
Yeah, just
They keep
spam their
fucking
ability.
dying.
Well, fucking play better.
Yeah. Right. You know, you press them buttons.
If
Well,
I-
do it better.
I should
Do a one
replay
bit
it
without
actually, because
getting
if I
dicked.
replayed it, I'd be able to make everybody survive final mission and I'd get a second playthrough achievement. It's like 125G in it or something.
I just
Something
can't. I
ridiculous.
just can't.
I can't be asked.
And
Ladies.
I also
can't
went
be
back to.
I can't believe you've not done that.
What did I
What,
go back
everybody
to?
survived or second playthrough?
That all of it really, because you got right into Mass Effect.
Yeah,
when you
but
played it.
it got to a point where I needed to either be super bad, super evil, or super happy to make Jack like me, and I couldn't get to a point. And then I found an helmet that I got for a Krogan that made me like practically fully good.
Don't just
But
flick
you
it
can't
in.
wear it out of missions.
Walking
So
around ship.
I'm walking right ship and I need this helmet. I need to put it on, but it won't let me. So I can't make Jack go, I love you again, Chippy.
That is one thing that's bullshit on that. You're
Fucks
either
me
super
off.
good or super bad. You get no reward for being in middle. You
Yeah.
get no for being
Yeah,
mediocre.
and you've got to be super good or super evil to make Jack like you at end. If you hadn't took a...
I was
yeah.
super evil, and when I walked into that room, I'm like, shut up, bitch,
Isn't
shut up, bitch, bang!
Isn't
Just
it?
roll that click, hit that G spot. She'll love you in no
Isn't
time.
it? Isn't it just like Dragon Age, where each one of them has their own Renegade and Paragon?
No,
No,
dude,
it's-
this game's got good graphics.
It's low, man. That's pretty low.
As a
I don't
logo.
even stand on a fence on that because I played it for like 20
Um,
minutes and couldn't get into
No,
it.
but I it's been a while since I played it now, but I thought all the BioWare games had their own. This person either likes or hates you. This person either likes.
No,
or
because I don't
hates
think
you.
it's with people, it's with conversations, innit? And they're all,
Yeah.
they've all got like, it's like a 7%, it's, let's say 50% up and 50% down. And if you're not either way at that,
Yeah, but
you
it's
can't
the,
duo. You've got to
it's the-
stick with the fucking average one
it's
that's
the
not
same-
done duo.
It's the same on Dragon Age though. When you talk to the person, that's when it goes up and down, and they've got their own slider when you go into
Yeah, but
the menu.
when
Oh, it
you
doesn't
talk
show
to
you that,
Jack,
though.
Oh,
when
it
you
doesn't
talk
show
to
you.
Jack and you want to become friends with her, and she says, "Fuck off, Shepard." You're like, oh, she
Yeah, then
doesn't say
you've
that,
got-
but
then
I
you
What's
wa-
up, Shepard? I'm not playing this game.
Yeah, it's like
That's
she
all she
won't
says for
even
the rest of
talk
the
to
game.
me.
I can't even sit down
But
after that session.
Isn't that the point where you've got to do some more missions before you come
No,
back?
because
Wait.
there's no missions left for me to
There
do.
comes
at
a
all.
point with Jack where she will just not talk
Yeah.
to you, and that's generally
If you-
after you've banged her.
Yeah, if you
I don't even think I did that. I think I've got to save before
You'd
that.
remember, Louis. You would
I don't
remember.
fucking
say,
know.
if you hit that, she went to
Putting that SIGs on her, she fucking loved it.
You'd fucking remember.
Bit of water torture.
Another game
Yellow
I've gone back
bagging.
to, but didn't play for right long, was Modern Warfare 3. Me and Lemmy tried to do some of the Spec Ops missions.
Fuck Spec Ops.
God, that overreactor is a bad level.
He's shit.
which was
It's Ryan's fault.
Oh my!
It's Ryan's fault.
It's not my fault.
Oh, there's guys in this. I'm done. Oh, Ryan, I'll kill everybody.
You know, I picked you up just as many times as you picked
Yeah,
me
but
up.
I went down after I killed people.
Who goes-
You just went down.
I killed them with my
Who
pistol.
goes upstairs, who goes downstairs?
I go up.
Yeah.
We both go up, you douche.
You go down,
I
and then
did,
you're
but-
there. I'm down. I'll go save
We're
me.
not talking about down, we're talking about
I
fucking
mean, the platforms,
downstairs.
yeah, the lower.
Yeah, I go up, and he goes down and gets
I
down.
don't go down.
shit.
Because you know you can support each other by shooting through the floor,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
Or shooting.
That's
I
why.
blame Ryan because I don't want to take blame this
that's
time.
one of the harder ones though.
It is definitely
Me and you
one
did
of
that
the
a few
ones.
times.
Dude, they've not even tried SmackDown yet.
Oh, you love that.
It's fucking
I
sick.
actually-
No, you know
watched
because
that
because
fucking
I
video
started
that
doing
we
them
did
with Aiden, and then
Dude,
like Aiden just went and did them all with you, and
Did you watch that AC-130 one?
Ask. No, I ain't seen 131 yet, but
Dude,
that
dude,
was
watch,
fucking
watch
bullshit.
that one. When I've got like 5 seconds and there's 20 guys around me and I'm just running. Oh.
I got to the end of that and then it fucking full on just dicked me. I don't know how you managed to do it, but like,
It's terrifying. It's such a good video. as well.
I'm only blaming you because I don't want to blame Sen.
I'm not happy.
I know you're not happy. I can tell your face.
Well, problems that we had is there's a couple spots inside there. That first landing's a bit of a bitch with those first few guys.
Submarine bit is bullshit up until we get to end and we get out and we get fucked every time.
That end time, yeah, with them crates, that ammo, and
As soon as I go down,
They
the
shoot
rush
you-
Ryan.
They shoot your feet through
Yeah,
the crates.
as soon as I go down, they shoot Ryan. The rush Ryan. As soon as Ryan goes down, they rush me. And it's just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Yeah, we
The
had a
worst
good
bit,
time.
the worst fucking.
What?
Aiden wants a fucking.
Is it a film? 2 words?
Why don't you just talk?
I need a piss. Can we have a break?
Oh, you might as well just pause
Just
it. It'll
pa-
come
Well, the thing is
back.
this, I can always put a bit of spicy music on in the middle. Be like,
Ba, 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 ba,
Yeah, can we
ba,
finish
ba,
the
ba.
conversation since we're
Oh,
halfway
fucking
through
hurry
the
up
actual
before I piss in
conversation?
your mouth.
whoa, Aiden's got a small girlish bladder. Feel free.
I've been holding it for an hour.
I've needed a piss since we came in.
Well,
as
you've been
well.
fucking dancing like I
Oh,
have.
shit.
That's why I went to the toilet before we started.
Like an adult.
Exactly.
I can hold my
I lost
bladder.
about 2 stone and a quarter of my body weight.
I went to the toilet before I came out, then I had a monster.
I think.
just pause.
Anyway, I think
Right, let's finish this first.
the
Fucking hell.
worst design on that level is when you fucking first get dropped off on the submarine, and as soon as you land, you can instantly die.
I don't think either of you can
just-
complain about on that. You went done SmackDown.
No, Spec Ops in general is just bullshit for me.
The worst thing with that is they always give you a fucking gun that has a holographic sight on it. The sight I hate the most. Give me iron sights or give me a red dot. Don't
Yeah.
mess me about with
It's-
this stupid bike frame.
It's just so all over the place. Sometimes you can play through, like when we were playing that plane one. Sometimes you can go through
That's
and
a
it's
fun
fine.
one, that one.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you go through.
Sometimes you go all the way through it and get to president and shoot him in the face.
Yeah, let me.
I thought you were a bad guy. We just stood there. Just bang.
Have you watched-
See you later.
Have you watched any of Spec Up videos we did?
No.
I'm taking credit for doing them with him because I was there.
I just
Right? You know the sneaky one that me and you couldn't do?
Yeah.
We fucking gunned it all.
told me about
we fucking
it.
ripped them apart. It was
I
daft.
just
not
think
graceful.
there's no middle ground. Sometimes you run into a room and you get instantly downed, and the other time you can run in and take everybody out. It just doesn't.
And there's that time you're aiming at one person, and every time you shoot at him, he hits you
He'll
first and
kick
then
you.
knocks you fucking like that. So every
Oh,
bullet you fire,
you mean
is
that
missing
where
him.
you're like, I'll just peer out, oh, I'm downed.
No, what about
No,
me?
no, when you're trying to aim and
I'm
you
looking at
kicks
him.
camera
I'm
off.
looking at him. He peppers me, and I go. And every single bullet you do is timed to miss.
Oh, if only you could see Aiden and his lovely miming.
Yeah. We'll film it. We'll put a little clip of me doing it on it.
I still think we should do a video podcast.
You know
I
what
do.
I've missed. You know,
Yeah, just whip out your fucking cameras then.
You're in
He's got an HD camera.
I didn't think. Literally, we've been playing together again for the first time in ages, and Aiden's not raged yet, and that's the thing I've probably missed most out of.
Because we haven't played any
yet.
real competitive
Yeah,
multiplayer.
but I'm telling you, I'm trying to get
Aiden raging,
calmer.
man.
I'm trying to get calmer.
I've
I'm
not.
trying to be a calm person.
I've not seen you rage quit from a game in so long.
I never rage quit back then. I just raged
Did you
like a
turn your Xbox off at points when you?
The one time when my internet went, and I was getting messages like, "You rage quitting
No,
twat."
no.
My fucking internet went.
But before that, you used to turn your Xbox off when you used to get mad.
I never got that bad.
I mean, not just that, you can't get mad and leave a game now. It's always rage quitting. It's like, that's not a rage quit, it's just, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more, let me go.
Have you noticed how on Battlefield you can't fucking leave the game if you want to?
Oh, you've just done a 2-hour match.
You
Do
know,
wanna
it's out on
continue? We're gonna
Battlefield. You
load
can't
it.
play the game if you want to.
Notice that when Louis points out that my Xbox is having trouble, it makes me really sad.
To be fair, I think this is a good segue to let Aiden go for a piss.
Yes.
So we're going to pause it and we'll be back shortly.
After these few messages.
Right, well, Aiden's now
Fuck off, you want
been for
caring.
his fucking
Back
piss.
off.
So we're back from the
We're
break,
back
guys.
from the break. I had a nice piss. I think so did Ryan. I heard you having a nice groan to it.
I saw
Well,
you
me.
locking yourself in the cubicle because you got fucking bummed.
Did you see them guys that came in after us? I'm glad I locked myself in that
There
cubicle.
was a guy that had been in the cubicle that I was in and he was washing his hands at the sink, and when I went in, he'd pissed all over the fucking sink.
That's disgusting.
I lifted it up and pissed in the right place, flushed it, walked out, and as I went round him to get to the sink, I kind of did the whole...
I know
Dead-eyed
what you
in
did.
here. It's like, I know you've either got a massive dick and couldn't help that, or you're just messy.
He took a piss with his hands behind his head, just going, hey!
You're not just doing like Macarena. It went everywhere. And I'm not talking about small splashes here, boys. I'm talking about if I'd have sat in that seat, I'd have slipped off.
Slide.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm done for this week. So, Aidan, you can move it on to whoever you like since you're doing what
I'll
you're
go
doing.
next because then people can compare. You can shut the fuck up and I can just breeze through mine.
So, one person's got to do it every week. This week, it's me.
Right. So
Well,
I haven't
ideally,
played.
we should all speak
Well, yeah,
at
that's-
length about something.
I haven't played anything new. Everything I've played, we've talked about before. So
Aidan's got no
I'm not
internet
bringing
this
into it.
week,
So
so-
I'm going to bring into it some films that I've been watching.
Let's talk about Aiden's haircut.
Fuck off, right? We're not talking about that.
How much did you not pay her?
How much did she pay you?
It cost £5.
That's kind of good.
Fucking
that.
robbing bitch.
Yeah.
She robbed me.
Dude, you should have got your hair in a little baggie.
I fucking
and got
should
him,
have.
like, did a burial.
Fucking stick my head and put it back on.
I don't think it works that way.
Ew, it does.
Dude, they use horsehair in films.
Why
Just
me
buy a
own
wig.
hair?
I just buy a wig.
Dude, why not have mutton chops on top of your cock? like full on. Man fro.
Oh, God.
Away from the fact that my fucking bitch of a hairdresser did a bad job a few weeks ago and it's not grown back yet. Yeah, I've done no. I watched a few films. Just been playing shit that we've talked about. I watched The Fighter, which I thought was fantastic in every way. I thought it was definitely.
Aside from the part where it's completely illogical letting a fighter fight with a broken arm.
Well, he fixes his hand first before he starts fighting, doesn't he?
No,
He does. He waits for it to heal.
no, because he breaks his arm in an armbar midway through that fight. Fight is over then, so
Oh, I
good
thought you were
night,
putting around
fight
when the
done.
copper breaks his hand.
No.
Oh,
Oh! My bad. I'm on about a different film.
you know that one with the Warrior.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched that.
my bad.
I want to see the Warrior.
I was gonna
Fight's a
say,
great film.
what sort of boxing has arm bars in it?
Yeah, I was thinking of fucking... Is it Chris Hardy and...
Tom Hardy.
Well,
Yeah,
you
well, I
were
thought Fight or Mint, and I thought Christian Bale was
Really good.
awesome in it as a crackhead.
Especially when it shows you that footage at end at real guy and his
Yeah.
mannerisms are spot on.
And
he's fucking really good acting.
I do that other guy looked quite like Mark Wahlberg as well. I thought they'd done pretty good casting on them, but
Yeah.
I thought Fighter were awesome. I loved every second of it. He did start a bit
Is it
slow.
Amy McAdams that's that bartender last that he gets with?
I'm not sure
You know that sex scene in that film? I thought it was fucking beautiful.
which one.
You know when they're both on bed? And it's not like ridiculously tits out everywhere. She's just in that lingerie.
I can't remember.
There's just something about an elegant romantic scene that
Like
that
the one on
film did really
Terminator.
well. No, never.
God.
I'm pulling the bedsheet really hard. Oh, fucking... Go on, Bayern. You bang the tits off that bleach blonde.
Holding
thing,
around all the
both.
way through, and then at the end, he lets go.
Yeah, because that means he's
Symbolising
just blown his
gonna die.
load. It's like, yes.
I'll never let go, Jack.
This is unsinkable.
Yeah, they're bringing that out in 3D, aren't they?
I'm sorry,
I'm
I
sorry,
like
I'm
James
for it.
Cameron, but fuck that movie.
I was sat in the cinema watching that. What film was it that I went to see? That one about that best exotic hotel Marigold film.
Oh, that's that new, like the English film of the decade with
Yeah.
everyone from Judi Dench to like
I
Jim
went
McEnroe.
I went to see that, and there was a trailer.
Any good?
It was funny. It was decent. I enjoyed
there's
watching
like
it.
Tom Wilkinson and everybody.
But there was a trailer for Titanic 3D.
Celine Dion's nose 3D.
Oh man, I was just like, why? Why can't they let it die?
He likes money.
I
He
just,
sat there like, how can I make more money? I've only got 200 bazillion.
I've only got 2 good films.
Yeah. One of them was Shark Tales. Hang on. Two
Yeah,
good James
I was
Cameron
just thinking
films. Come on, right? Let's lay this shit down now and start a war.
I'm not gonna say any more
No, go on.
because no, I'm not. I'm
I'm
getting
all
into-
about freedom of speech
I'm not
and
getting into this
opinions.
discussion.
But you're
If
wrong.
Me and Aiden have to gang beat your ass because you don't mention the right films. We might have to do that.
All right, what's the two good?
I'm
Come
not
on,
getting.
the two good
I'm
films.
not getting into it.
No,
You know he's going
I'm
to
not.
say Titanic and Avatar.
I'm not gonna say
That's
all.
the two that come to his
No,
mind.
I'm not going to say that. I just want to know what he classes as two good James Cameron films.
Come on, then, dude.
I'm not.
Go on, dude.
No.
Dude!
No.
We're being filmed.
You know what I did?
This is a bad podcast unless you...
You know what I
divulge.
did just realise?
Yeah?
This room's got a TV in it. I didn't even fucking know.
Screening room. Yeah. That's
Do you know what I
what's
just realised? Ryan's trying to change the conversation
Yeah,
away
me-
from...
me too. Away from the fact that he likes Avatar. Go on, bitch.
I'm not. I'm not saying a word.
No. There's two.
Come
There's
at me,
two
brah.
films you've got to mention. Is there's two good films.
Yeah.
The rest you can get away with.
Exactly.
I'm not saying a word.
Come on, dude. Just. James Cameron did Abyss, didn't he?
Yeah.
You've only put 2 films down, you motherfucker! Tell him now!
Yeah, there's two you've got to say.
Yeah.
Rest you can kind of get away with.
Abyss.
No.
No.
Aliens.
Yeah? And Terminator.
Terminator 2.
Well, obviously I was going to say Terminator 2, but...
So what's the other one? Terminator 2 and Avatar?
No. I'm not...
Avatar sucked dick.
Terminator 2 and what?
E.T.?
E.T.?
Oh my god, can we just move on?
Aiden,
Right,
what else have you
I
been doing
watched-
this week?
We're not moving on. Come on, right? I'm
I watched-
IMDb in this shit. I have a computer to do this.
Aiden, what else have you been doing this week?
I've been watching James Cameron films.
Oh.
Exactly, okay. James Cameron and his discography part 1. Right, can't look. Rye's already made his decision, we just need to... Ugly bastard! Avatar 2 and 3!
Oh,
my God. See, there's...
He directed... Oh, no, based on characters.
Yeah, written, that's written.
Xenogenesis, that's one of my favourites.
Are we going from directed?
Yeah, directed.
Directing, yeah.
He did screenplay for Rambo 2.
True Lies? Yeah, that's a great
Is that your other
film.
one, True Lies?
You know,
He didn't think of True
He
Lies!
flopped like a cunt, though.
It's fucking brilliant.
Harry!
I love
True Lies,
it.
innit?
It flopped, though.
Fucking, I don't
I
care.
said flop like a cunt. That sounded so wrong.
You're right.
It flopped. It was a bad film.
You're right,
I said that.
Harry.
I
You're
resent
right,
saying
Harry.
the C word.
True Lies, what a
There it is.
film.
Fucking hell. I nearly shot
Fucking
myself.
Dark
then.
Angel. Jesus.
You like Piranha
James.
Part 2, don't you, when they fly out at sea?
No.
No?
Can we like go back on topic, please?
We're on fucking topic. Come on, dude. Terminator 2 and...
True Lies.
I can't see any other films on there that's even half remotely decent. Because Ghost of the Abyss is a documentary.
Is it?
Yeah.
What else have you been watching this weekend?
You're not gonna. I'm not.
See, this is why we don't like Ryan.
The thing is, if I say what I'm going to say, I'm going to get shat on for the rest
It's
of my life.
Titanic, innit? It's Titanic.
It's not Titanic, no.
You cried, didn't you?
Avatar.
Avatar's-
Avatar.
Oh, fuck Avatar. Radiant Ring.
Dude, how can you not pick Aliens? Fuck me. Anyway, move on.
Alien 1's better.
Alien 1 is better, but Aliens 2 is still
No.
fucking Michael
No.
Bryan fist bumping.
Alien,
I don't care what
Alien
anybody
is be-
says.
Alien is better than Aliens.
Aliens is better than Alien.
No, it's
Alien
not.
1 is boring, is aged badly.
Alien
It looks like a guy
Alien
in a
versus
suit
Predator
now.
2, man.
Aliens.
Dude, first time you watch Alien, that is one of the
Yeah,
scariest
that is-
fucking
it's
films
awesome.
ever made.
Yeah. But then
And
we
then
watch
you've got-
second and it's one of the best action films ever made.
Yeah,
And
and it's
you've
all
got-
America, fuck yeah.
AVP.
Yeah, but who's saying that?
Exactly, Michael Bryan, and it
Yes.
doesn't matter. Vasquez.
AVP Requiem, obviously.
Oh, fuck that shit.
And I watched Killer Elite as well. That was.
Yeah, Killer Elite.
I really
saw
enjoyed
yesterday.
that. It was English and not in a dickhead English way.
And it weren't overly dramatised fighting, it were actually well scripted,
Yeah.
manly fighting.
When fucking it's Jason Statham and Clive Owen are having that quite over
That
top
really
fight,
good
and then he
fight, yeah.
cracks him in balls, and that ends it. I thought that were amazing. He run at me about to kick him. He grabbed his leg and punched him in balls, and Clive Owen just went down, and he laid up close like.
He's got a right 70s tash on as well, hasn't he? Like for ex-SES tash.
That guy as well. You know that he's got his little hit squad. He went big ass tashes. Him out of Prison Break.
What, you didn't realise?
I didn't realise till the end of film.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, who the fuck is
It
that?
was
But
the
finally,
Welshman
I
who was banging all them
recognised.
hookers.
Yeah, he were cool. His little hit squad were cool as fuck as well, and I hated it when they.
When that-
Spoiler
when
alert, died.
When that idiot went to shoot that guy and he put that fucking bullet through both of them.
Yeah, a big ass fat magnum, and he put it up two guys fighting and shot through both the faces.
So dumb. And then was sick.
Yeah, then
So, oh, I think I could do this. I think I'll be a really good fucking killer. And then he's sick.
yeah. Well, it were really good, and I liked the. Apparently, I read about a book afterwards, and that book's out.
Yeah, the feather something.
The Featherman, yeah. That
Yeah.
guy who was in the film, like, a bit, he was supposed to have wrote. It's supposed to be a book that he said were real about a sheik paid this hit squad to kill these SAS members who killed his kids. And this guy's saying it's real, and everybody's.
Everything's government's disclosing it, saying it's bullshit.
Yeah, and like,
Undisclosed.
all families of these people got killed or having to go at him and trying to sue him and stuff because he's saying all this stuff's real, and that they tried to kill him and all, and all this stuff. And I don't know what to do to think of that, but it were interesting.
It makes you think as well, doesn't it? Because you see all these trashy Jason Statham films. Dude can act. You don't realise that he
when
can
he's with that
act.
woman, she's like, "I love you, I love you." It's like, oh god, you can't act with love.
Yeah, but
Actually,
he
fuck
can
that,
act.
scratch it.
You know, when you compare it to like fucking Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, when this guy's the only real person now that's doing decent enough action films to be like, yes.
He can't do love
Yes.
scenes.
Dude, Sylvester Stallone in a shower with Sharon Stone. Dude's...
Changed my life.
Unless that guy has a cock like a horse, the way he's laid on that tile floor, you couldn't get inside that woman. You'd have to rub her fucking thighs and get like a...
Are you the only person who analysed this?
Dude, I was like
It's
8.
Chris.
I watched it on Sky Plus and skipped it. That fucking boring.
I
10
watched,
minutes of
I watched it
fucking...
with Liam Craddock on School
Oh.
Street when I was about 9. And I'm like, how's he doing that? They're like that. They're like dominoes
Oh.
that fell aside.
That is one of the worst scenes in the history of film.
Oh, Arnie on Is It Total Recall? That's another fucking bad one. She just...
Oh.
Something about big men.
I think
fucking tiny
I'm
women
not
is
just
kind of wrong.
Sex scenes in films are just usually awkward and bad.
Unless it's History of Violence, when he nails that bitch on the wooden stairs and it's like rape.
That's
Oh,
awful.
So brutal.
Oh, I hate sex scenes in films. I think they just not have them.
Aiden just doesn't like sex.
I don't know. I think
I don't like sex in films.
sometimes it can really pay off. Like in Human Centipede, when he's masturbating with that sandpaper.
I didn't see it.
It's just so romantic.
Anyway, I watched them too.
What was I gonna? What does very good mean? You say it's a very good film. I use very good when I can't think of a.
An adjective.
The Fighter is definitely one of. I don't know what year it came out, but it had to be one
It
of the
came out
best.
like 2 years back.
Yeah, it was awesome. It one of the films that is just really good. It's like I would say. It's kind of like Rocky. It's never as good as Rocky, but it's up there as in it feels emotional. It's about something I couldn't give a fuck about.
Based on a true story as
But
well.
it's really good. I just don't get really
And
good.
Killer Elite is not in that same tier of excellence, but it's good. It's
De Niro, you know when he's chasing those guys in that subway end and he just fucking like takes that first dude out with that whistle and then snipes that guy with Mark 22.
when he takes his coat off and he's like,
So good. And it's De Niro, he's knocking on, but he was kicking ass.
I
in that
love
role.
De Niro. Me,
He's done some fucking shit films now though.
What Machete?
He's like Turd Radar's all the way up there. He's in all sewers. Good in Machete.
But and I watched something else, but I forgot what it is now. So
Killer Elite.
yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I ain't played too much. I ain't even
No Desperate Housewives.
actually. I've watched.
Happy endings.
No, I haven't watched Happy Endings in a while. I'm up to Desperate Housewives. I'm on to the last season that's actually airing at the minute. I ain't caught up with it yet though.
I've
Right,
put up with him.
somebody killed Carlos killed Gavi's stepdad. They buried body in woods, and then a cop's trying to, like, he's clicking on to what they're doing.
You know
and
my
he's to go out with
biggest-
Bree, so it's all a vendetta, and they're trying to cover up this murder.
My biggest fear here, dude, is where do you go from this? Are you Housewives of fucking Orange County? Where does this end?
It ends on Friday.
When you
Shut
get-
up, you.
when you get
Mister,
spooned.
I'll watch Desperate Housewives with you
We're watching
voluntarily.
Desperate Housewives next.
Fuck
Is there
off,
something
right?
called that?
It's just.
It's like that.
So he is.
He's
like
tried
it.
it.
Like
I have
like
not
that
tried.
one,
He's-
Essex and Maine in Chelsea.
You know
I
you
am.
tried it.
Lately, I've gone onto a lot more masculine series.
Just a bunch of fucking
Like what?
dolphins.
Like Boardwalk Empire. Like, I've only just recently
Yeah, Conan.
gone into 24.
Men on men.
What else did I watch? what other series I were on about? Like, loads. Recently, I watched it
What,
before
Game of
Boardwalk
Thrones?
Empire. Yeah, Game of Thrones. That was awesome.
They're
And
on
that's
about
like the
season 2
manliest of
now, aren't
manliness.
they? Full on
Yeah, it's
season
coming
two.
out.
You know, I've
2.
been watching a lot Lost recently.
You see most recent Walking Dead?
Oh, and Walking Dead. Yeah, that.
When they're fighting in that scrapyard.
No, I ain't seen that one yet.
Oh, fuck me. It's good, that. Carry on, right?
You know, I've been watching a lot of Lost recently.
Yeah.
You know, when you first started watching it? Just a question for you, because literally it was the first thing that popped into my mind when I saw him. Were you creaming over John Locke for the first couple of series?
Yeah.
I
that
thought,
bald guy?
I thought he might be.
Yeah.
Was I creaming over John Locke?
Yeah. He's kind
Was I creaming over John Locke?
He-
I had my name on about 20 websites as John Locke.
Oh man.
I love him.
It does seem to be the sort of person you'd like when in the first series and he's like, I'm going hunting boar, and he gets all his fucking knives
Yeah,
out
and
and
like,
shit.
what are you going to hunt him with? One knife, and he opens a fucking case, and he's got about 50 on him.
I was a chef.
Literally, that scene, I watched it and I was like, I bet Aiden creamed himself in this.
I
when
love
this
John
were going
Locke. I
down.
absolutely love him. He's the best thing about that entire series. And then,
Yeah, but- and then he goes
Wait,
insane.
is that guy who's like, he's in a wheelchair, then all of a sudden he can
He
walk?
can
Yeah.
walk and hunt boars and shit.
yeah, and he's a fucking...
It
He's
gets
awesome.
better this show, doesn't it?
And there's that woman who's like, I'm coming to get you off the island. And she turns around and John Locke just fucking shivved her.
Nobody gets off my island.
Well, I was saying to these two earlier. I was watching it, and I'm on to the series 4 now, where it starts going.
We was fucking just
Yeah.
Dog shit
nosedives.
creek.
But by accident, when I got to episode 4, I pressed on season 5 instead of season 4, and I was so fucking confused. But it still made sense, which shows how downhill it kind of goes. But it was just like, oh my god, I was enjoying it for the first 3 seasons again, and I've put this one on. It's
I don't like Lost.
Let's put brakes on it again. We've mentioned it for 3 fucking straight episodes now.
It
We're going to have to
loses
stop with
itself.
Lost.
Well, I'm going to, because I don't think I'm going to finish watching it again, and I really wanted to finish
It's
it.
what
this
he's
time.
done, dude. It's what he's done, isn't it?
Anyway, we'll move on to Lummy. What you been up to?
Alright, not much.
Been polishing one art.
Really not much.
A lot of penis talk in this episode.
Dude, the fucking summary of this podcast
This is
is
there's
and
dick
there's
jokes.
dick jokes.
And there's never any dick jokes.
Exactly,
There is
so I'm
this
putting
week.
our quarter of penis mention up.
Basically, I've finally tried Modern Warfare 3 online.
Woo!
As I've mentioned before, I wasn't a mug and I didn't buy it. I've rented it and got my £6 worth. Did campaign, did some Spec Ops, and never touched multiplayer. But recently, I got it off Love Film, and me, Chris, a couple of my mates, and Heretic Loyalists, one of Chris's subscribers, decided to have a bash on multiplayer for around what should have been
We did it for 4
maybe
hours.
it should have been maybe an hour, and it lasted 4.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy to say I enjoyed it.
I smelled like sweat and vinegar at the end of that
I
session.
really enjoyed it, and it fucked me off, to be honest.
What were you playing?
We were playing Domination.
We were
mainly, weren't
Domination, yeah.
We tried that Infected, which is like it's supposed to be like zombies, but it's crap.
It's really weird.
It's like Halo zombies, but crap.
I reckon we enough people, it'll be pretty funny.
I reckon if it were all your friends, probably be fun.
So
but
it's kind of like the wager things on Black Ops. With your friends,
Yeah,
it's fun.
The difference
Yeah.
is, though, it counts towards your stats. How fucking broken's that? Because at the start of the game, there's like 20 people in it, and it randomly picks like one person to be infected.
So if you stand looking at somebody ready, if you get infected, you can kill them straight away.
But they're super fast, and they've got a throwing knife, and they can stab, and it starts you with either a sniper or a striker.
Yeah. It's bullshit.
And every time you get a kill, you get a perk.
Oh no, that one with sniper. The Alpha Zombie had
He had
an
a
assault
fucking
rifle.
gun.
Yeah.
And his
Zombie
buddies,
with a
his
gun.
buddies had a tack knife and a pistol.
The pistol had no bullets.
Oh, that's okay then.
But yeah, we tried that, and we played some Domination, which were fun.
Domination.
Then we played Kill
Try some
Confirmed.
kill confirmed.
Kill
Which-
confirmed, I like.
People
We're
were camping it.
It were alright, but Domination were just winning it for me.
It's like camping disappeared for a while and they came back with that.
I must admit though, what Joe and you first said about how you've got assault streaks and support streaks.
package and
At
stuff.
first I was like, that's gay, but because I'd not played it before, the support package worked best for me because with me not knowing maps,
Yeah.
I could go 30 and 30, or I could go 30 and 20, and I could die a lot,
You
but
still
I'd
got your kill
still
streaks.
I'd still get kill streaks because of.
Yeah, she's just trying to get in. She's good. She'll see.
But
Stay out.
obviously, because I didn't know what were happening, I was dying a lot. Then
You still get your
it
streaks.
makes sense for a support package to be in there. So I still felt like we were contributing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that were alright.
Have any of you played much demo?
No.
I want to play some Demolition, but we didn't get onto it.
Once we've got our, I can't wait to move out so I can get on some like multiplayer
I
stuff.
can't wait.
Well,
for
I'm gonna hold on to COD for a bit because I won 1,000 G it.
It's
So.
like my internet going down. I got in multiplayer mode, then internet went down at house. So
Well, like I say, I'm gonna have COD for a bit because I want
Judging
1,000
by that
G it, so
Domination
that's
as
it.
well, when we get enough people on it, it should be pretty fun.
I
'cause
I don't know.
well,
I'm-
Tuesday night.
even when we
soon
were
as-
having rough games, it was still good because we were pushing to win and we were pushing trying to get victory.
I think we played. Well, my leaderboard thing says it. I think we won 14 and lost 6.
Yeah.
I think. So
we had a good spree as well.
we had a good run going. Main ones I lost were the infected games.
Yeah.
They counted as losses because I
That's
didn't
fucking dumb. That.
win, did I? And then there were odd domination game we lost because.
It was that lockdown that just went to
Yeah.
shit because
Well,
that map is
On
awful.
Tuesday, I'm powering the fuck out of every
What is
multiplayer
going
game.
on
So
out
as
there?
long as
She's probably cleaning room now. No one's in.
All right.
yeah, so Tuesday when we get internet set up at house, you better be on. Probably
Well,
won't be.
I'm gonna be. I'll be swinging by yours at least one night a week, just to chill out and that. So
No, well,
I don't know if I'll be bringing my box with me, but I'll at least be coming
Bring your
around and
laptop.
chilling out. I'll bring my laptop. Yeah, we need
Oh,
to do uni work.
Just
and
use your
stuff.
brown box.
uni work and
Yeah, so there's been some Modern Warfare that I've already mentioned. I played a bit of FIFA with Ryan as well with some of my friends.
yeah, we did some pro clubs.
Went back to pro clubs. Remembered how much fun it is.
It's pretty good that mode.
It's brilliant.
It's fun. That's it.
Even when we lose, it's annoying, but it's not as annoying as losing on your own.
Yeah.
That is very annoying.
You're losing as a team effort.
Exactly. But
It's alright.
I finished Assassin's Creed as well.
Woo!
Yeah, I mentioned it to you. I mentioned it to Chris. I wanted more. When it ended, I was like, no, I want to play it some more. But
I
when
did
first
not.
when I first started it, I was like, I don't even want to play it. So
Just the fact that it's oh yeah, I completed that as well doesn't really give it much.
I like how you're
Right.
jumping at out here to rip on this.
That
It's a
being
good
said,
game.
when we start recording this, everything in my fucking head flies out at window.
yeah,
And then I remember it, and then I forget it, and then I remember it, and then I forget it. So I can let you off there, dude.
But a lot of it's like, you listen to other people talk, you think, oh yeah, I need to mention something about that, and then you just forget, and so on and so forth.
I always remember a couple of days down the line. It's like, oh shit.
Well, it's like last week,
Should have said this.
what film would you want to be a game or?
Yeah, but that's an on-the-spot question. That's even
Well, the
worse.
same with the game that you're most excited for this year. I didn't say Max Payne, and Max Payne 3 for me is massive.
Well, it's like,
But
I
just
didn't
come
until
picture
somebody
him.
put a comment on last video about Grid. I didn't even think about Grid for racing games,
Yeah.
and then I remembered that Burnout 2's best racing game I've ever played because I got lost in it. I loved
How
it.
about Diddy Kong Racing?
We did mention Burnout too.
Yeah,
though.
I don't think we mentioned Burnout 2. We mentioned
Oh, Revenge.
Revenge
You
and
mentioned
Paradise
Revenge.
City. Yeah, so
Did he come
not
racing?
really
Oh,
been
bam,
up to it.
Joel.
I think I'm just mainly looking forward to Mass Effect. It's like,
Borderlands, man.
I ain't had a
Borderlands.
new game since Christmas, so it's like Mass Effect's
I
gonna
am
be-
looking forward to
I've got
Mass
2
Effect a
coming
lot.
out 9th, hopefully 8th.
What you getting?
Azura's Wrath, Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Although I've just found that Top Gun's coming out on Friday as well, so.
Well, I'd have more to talk about if Lucasfilm was sending me games like they've sent me Modern Warfare, but they sent me F1. I've got nothing to play F1 with. I don't want to play it on my own.
It's
got a co-op feature on
I'd
it.
totally
Well, you'll have
play
to get on
co-op.
chat.
I would play with you, but I hate F1.
I might just send it back.
Get on chat with Ryan.
I'd love to do I would
You'll
love
play-
to do a co-op season, but I'm not buying it like I did the last one because.
Yeah, because I'm not. I ain't about it. You need
But-
love film.
Yeah, but
Not
I'm
Blockbuster
getting rid of
down
my
the
love
road.
film.
Exactly. I have a love Blockbuster next door practically.
Yeah, I've started working there.
They're gonna
Free
love it.
rentals.
Dave Mountain's awesome for that. Me and Debbie will go in and be
He
like,
could
oh, here's
be
a free
more
rental.
awesome.
It's like, alright.
He could be.
Like when
Metal
we go to them
Gear
fucking
awesome.
launches.
You
it's
could just
like,
get us
come
early.
on, dude. Yeah. You might lose your job, babe. You're not that attached.
If you lose your
That'd
job,
be pretty
that's a
awesome.
job for me.
Exactly. I've got a CV. Loves to work anywhere.
I think
Spelled wrong.
I think we need to get some points and start buying Gotham City Imposters and Simpsons
And
games
Simpsons.
stuff like that. We need- yeah.
I'm Alive that comes out. I know it's not multiplayer, but I'm so excited for I'm
That's
Alive.
2,000 points, that right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but still,
I'm just saying.
I'm looking forward to
And
playing them sort of games.
Memory that I don't have.
You need a new Xbox.
I do need a new Xbox.
Right, we'll set up a donation thing like you can do.
Right,
Help
everybody-
donate.
everybody
for Chris's new
donate.
Xbox.
Because
You
This
just,
is new
need, you
Xbox.
just need a bigger hard drive.
They don't make
HelpChrisPlay.com.
ones. Yeah, they have them 90. Well, the 90 gig ones.
I don't even know if they
120
make them
gig
anymore
on
for them
Elite.
ones. Yeah, but they don't make them anymore for the
What's the
old
point in
ones.
just getting an hard drive when my Xbox is
When it's
not
fucked
reading
anyway.
discs?
Yeah.
Fair point.
You know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, that's
There's a
pretty
simple
much me
fix to
done.
this.
If anybody wants to,
GiveMeMoney.com.
if anybody wants to play with Chris, give him some money for a new Xbox because you can't
Or
play
just
shit
send
with
him an
at the moment.
Xbox.
Sponsored game. I'll
Just the
continue
hard drive.
playing games. you pay me.
Hasn't Paul got an X Flash Stealth X thing? Well,
I've actually had a lot of people that want to give donations to my channel to help me, but I don't really feel legit enough yet to accept it.
I'd feel quite like, even though it's if it were me in your shoes, I'd be like, well, man, really, you don't really, you're not at that state.
That's exactly what I felt like. I felt like I'd not earned it, but I'm getting to a point now where I'm getting a decent following and I'm actually making a little bit of money, so that a PO box for something for people to donate might not be a bad thing.
penny. I'll give you a penny.
It don't really matter. It all builds up, and the luxury is every single thing would go towards the channel. It's not like I'm going to be out going around town getting pissed.
Yeah.
It won't be.
That's not how you
Are we
work.
buying a fleshlight or all?
Yeah. But I ain't really got much to say this week, to be honest. I've just been chipping in on yours, so that's me pretty much done.
I've got loads of things to talk about.
That's all right then. Not
You
just
guys
me
want to
then.
jump in?
Yeah.
Fucking
Well,
hell.
I'm gonna look at time now, right? So just calm down for I look at the time.
What I've been playing,
Right.
right?
Stay calm.
In 1982,
So annoying.
I beat Alan Wake American Nightmare since we last spoke. Get comfortable, children. I'll speak at length. And my fucking god, does Remedy know how to ruin a game. That piece of content, the first time you play through it, is amazing. It's fun, it's different, it's more of what I like, and that's Alan Wake. But its excuse for longevity is when you get to the end where the boss fight should be, it takes you back to the start. And it's because you're stuck in a time loop. So you've got to do everything again with the knowledge of the events to get back to that end part to get sent back again. Because you fucked up the time loop. And the third time, you get enough info to beat the game. And when you get to the end, no boss, no nothing, credits.
that sounds gay as fuck.
That is the fucking
That's
worst.
almost as anticlimactic as fucking Borderlands.
EDF! Oh, there's
yeah.
the mothership, Lightning. It's just gone.
But with EDF, I didn't kind of expect much.
No, I didn't.
I expected that cock
No,
slap.
but with Borderlands you did. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Get to the vault!
you're in the vault, you don't even get to go in the vault. You don't even know what's in the
We
vault.
defeated the boss. We're going to the vault. Wait a minute.
I'm a satellite. Ah.
That's one of the, when you got outside, you're like, did you enjoy it in there? Wasn't it awesome with all those things we saw? What? Where was that?
You got the stupid claptrap bit at the end, haven't you? It's like, I'm moving on claptrap now.
I hate claptraps. They got so annoying so fast.
But like, they know that this really tired mechanic they're using, this fucking contrived little plot sequence, is so bad, they even move you closer to the objectives to get through the next run quicker. And they mix the enemies up a little bit, but there is no way to get away from the fact you're playing the same thing three times.
How long would it be without going back through playthroughs over and over?
All depends. There's three main areas, effectively.
No, your first playthrough from start to finish before you do your first loop, how big's that?
Oh, that's what I mean. There's three main areas that you go through, and each area can take anywhere from maybe 10 to 40 minutes, depending on if you're looking for pages, if you're exploring, if you're listening to what conversations.
So basically it's like a 3-hour game.
So yeah,
if that.
maximum while
yeah, but they stretch it out.
Yeah,
Can you go back through?
I think that's just an excuse for him not to make it a proper
It's not even clever either. And the main antagonist is a guy called Mr. Scratch. And it's basically you, but wearing a suit and your hair gelled back and you're a super psycho. And you're on about having such a great time and being really happy, and then he'll just murder somebody. And it's done in like FMV for like real people. And it looks fucking awesome. And you never get to fight him. God, it's so bad. So bad. And it burnt me out big time on it, because I was loving it.
If only Alan Wake wrote a boss at the end of that story.
It's ridiculous, it's unnecessary. And it leads me on to the arcade mode, which I've mentioned before, where you've got to survive for 10 minutes. Enemies spawning in waves, you get a bunch of ammo scattered around the map. The gun locations and ammo never changes, it's always the same, so you can learn them. And there's a random save spot everywhere so that you can go in, get some life back, and then go somewhere else. And there's an achievement for unlocking all the nightmare ones, and you've got to 3-star, I think, all the normal ones and then a bunch of the nightmare ones. And all the nightmare ones are harder versions of the levels you've already done. The only problem is, this is a game that the normal set, I did them all first time, got 3 stars on them all pretty much first time. I think there were one that I fucked up, and I knew I fucked it up. And I did them easily, comfortably. Then I went on to Nightmare, and it's too hard. It's gone from being a complete fucking breeze to I am running for my life with 20 dudes chasing me and I don't have the ammo to shoot one of them.
It's too big of a step.
And they've even added this like volumetric lighting to make everything look darker, so you can't see a fucking thing. And some bloody spick comes behind you and hits you with a golf club, and you're like, oh, I didn't even see you there, son. Thanks for that.
I hate it when they do that in games though. You play normal, then when you go from normal to hard, there's too big of a jump. It's not like going from easy to normal where it's like a little bit harder. It's like, well, just make normal a bit harder so that the jump from normal to hard isn't so extreme.
It's a fucking Earth Defence Force.
But like, there's normally a wait between waves for enemies to come, and on the normal ones, it's a bit too long because your multiplier's going down, but on this, there's never a break. And ammo is a real problem, so when you're trying to find ammo, and you bear in mind, when you pick ammo, it's an animation, or him grabbing it, and you can be hurting it. So you go to a fucking cabinet, open the cabinet, then he recovers from animation, pick up the ammo, and then some guys beat you up, you go to shoot him, thumb a shelling, and you can get hit about 3 times and you'll die, because it's on Nightmare.
Yeah.
And I've done like the first 3 of them, and I've 3-starred most of them, but it's not been graceful. I've literally killed as much as I can and got to the point where there's so many chasing me, I run around till end, and when some comes up, it kills everything. And you get a lovely multiplier. So I've got the scores through having so many dudes following me and just nuking them at end.
So, super kiting.
Yeah,
Super
and
kiting.
it's not fun, because they're as fast as you, and when they get behind you, you'll dodge first them with that lovely cinematic dodge, and then second it'll be so far up your ass, you'll go to press it again, Alan will do his dodge, it don't go slow-mo, and he'll hit you. And your multiplier goes back from whatever it was to 1 when you get hit.
That's ridiculous.
And what did they do? They put a guy with dark flashbangs, black
Night
light
bangs.
bangs. And he stands as far back and throws them at you. And if you thought worms were accurate with grenades, this guy is a wanker. God. It's a fun game though, folks, and it needs foreplay.
Well, I'm guessing with 4 people it'd be a lot more manageable.
It'd be amazing. It'd be absolutely amazing, because the feeling you get when you're just taking him out with torch and then blasting him, and he does that lovely slow-mo, and just, you could go back to back and defend, and it's got some cool weapons, some really fun weapons. It's just...
And whenever anybody mentions back to back, I just think Army of Two.
Army of Two.
And guys running at you with blood.
Please, Allah. So politically correct, it's powerful.
But a lot of games nowadays seem to be getting very good grenading AI. Every game that comes out recently,
Yeah,
the AI are just like
Mass Effect 3.
Mass Effect 3,
Fucking
them
ninjas with
grenades.
them
It's just like
grenades.
other side of the map, sit your feet.
And that icon's like, am I here? Am I there? Am I here? Oh, you ran onto
Where's it gonna go?
Ah, you're dead.
Grenade spamming seems to be a real problem with AI recently.
I love grenades on first Mass Effect. And what was wrong with them? Then boomerang, them like you threw them and they kept going until you pressed detonate, so you could time it as soon as you got past cover. You could blow something.
And they
up the side of
stuck
the
on
wall.
enemies as well.
I love
Oh,
them
like them
grenades.
disc grenades in Lost Planet.
They're amazing.
And we'll get rid of them.
Until
We'll
you
put
hit the
generic
windowsill and it
grenades.
falls at your feet.
Let's talk about that.
Until your buddy behind you's shooting. So when you throw it out, it immediately gets shot and kills you.
That's why I don't use them grenades that detonate on shooting anymore.
Fucking
Well, I say anymore as if we play it
Dumb.
all the time.
I just went to regen grenades and that's it. That's all I stick with.
Regen grenades the way forward, man.
nice.
But
I've
so
not
what
done
else
yet.
have
I've
you
not
been
done yet.
playing?
I've got come for you, boys.
Ian,
I've got my legs
sir.
crossed.
You can talk for as long as you want, because I'm going to
it
get
seemed
shat
like
on
I-
as soon
it
as
seemed
you
like
use
I
your
was saying
questions.
something, and then you two looked at me and I'm like,
Well, you were talking.
I
Where
don't
do
wanna
you
take the
want
torch.
us to look?
I dusted my PlayStation 3 off the other day and turned it on. It made a rather strange noise as it churned back into motion after
Did it ask
years
you
of
to update
neglect.
it?
you know,
It
some
did.
whale noises as it came on.
It did. And I was annoyed because I sat through them fucking loady things. And then I found out that you can get a game called God Hand on the PlayStation Network, which is a PS2 game that was made by Clover Studios before they disbanded. Same people that made Beautiful Joe. It was creative director Shinji Mikami, Resident Evil guy, and, you know, really, really high caliber people. And it's a very Japanesey action game set in Wild West. And it's stupid as shit. And I really liked it because I got it from Love Film and I'm like, I'm going to buy that on PlayStation because you can add the smoothing options, you can make it look a bit nicer, and my eyes aren't going to bleed when I play it for more than 10 minutes. And everything that was once dog shit brown will be less dog shit brown and more focused. So, I go onto my PlayStation, I spend about 40 minutes looking through that dreadful fucking XMB for where you add points with your credit card. And then as soon as I go to add a card, it's like, enter your password. Now then. I set this thing up a couple of years back, and I generally put a new password for everything, so that if somebody learns one of my passwords, they can't skullfuck everything I've done. I can't for the life of me remember what this password is, so I can't change anything on my console. And I thought, I could make a new profile and buy it, but I'm not going to do that because I'm anal. So I went onto the website, the PlayStation N website, and tried doing it there. Wouldn't work either. So there's got to be another way to get currency on this machine. And I looked, and lo and behold, they've got the cards, just like Xbox. And I bought one from Game, brought it home, entered it in, everything's good. Went to get the game, bought the game, clicked on download, set it there, left my PlayStation, turned my Xbox on, changed channel, played on some games. Like an hour later, checked it in, to see where it had gone. It had not even started downloading. Because what you've got to do is, once you put it into your queue and you click on download, you've then got to click on it again and press download. So for some reason, it's like, press this fucking interface 5 times to make it download.
Right, I turn my PlayStation on, it tells me to update it, and I turn it off. Because by the time it's updated, I don't want to play it anymore. And you've managed to turn it on, update it, try and buy something, go on the website, go to town, buy a card, put the money on, download it, and then you still wanted to play it.
Even got to the best part. The menu even said, do you want us to download in the background? Yes. It didn't fucking do it.
Some of them can't. It's like, do you want to do this? Yes. This game cannot be downloaded in the background.
And I left it, he didn't say that, he said it was fine, left it for another hour and a half, turned it back on, spent 20 minutes looking for where the fucking God Hand file was to play it. I'm like, where do you find games on this bag of shit? I looked everywhere, every lane, every line, every symbol, searched up forums, oh, you just group it and press square and do this, and like, fuck you. Went to it, I'd not even downloaded it!
It's like when I got Final Fantasy VII. Went on it, played it for a bit, tried to save it. You have not set up a memory card. It's like, right, okay, so I went up, set up a memory card, played it. You have not set up your memory card properly. It's like, oh my god! Set up a memory card, played it. You have set your memory card up properly. Thank you, save, turn off, bye.
I found my old PlayStation 2 memory card yesterday that I bought just for when you got me your PlayStation 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I bought a chuffing memory card
It's
for
like
£8 quid. £8 from Newell. It was only when he had the fucking
They're
Robbie
only 8 meg.
bastard. I hate him. 8 meg. I looked at it like 8 meg. And that holds loads of games. 8
It does. It's because they're all kilobytes.
Can you imagine what GameCube? Well, not what GameCube, they've been saying, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and 64.
Can you imagine PlayStation 1? That must have been like 8
125
kilobytes.
kilobytes.
Fucking hell.
But I finally downloaded
my
God Hand.
Did you actually play it after all that? Or did
Then
you
it
not bother?
installed.
Oh, you have to install the arcade.
Yeah.
Mandatory install.
Yeah, you have
2
to.
bars of fucking green bullshit.
Are you disappointed you've not got a PS3? Because
Really, I do love interfaces.
'Cause
Yeah,
when
I
I
do love.
When
I feel like I'm missing out.
When I downloaded Final Fantasy VII, it was like, this is an arcade game. You have to install it, kind of thing. It's like,
I think with PS3, potentially, it is the best console ever made to date. In function, it is the fucking worst console I've ever owned.
the only problem is with it, I only use it every so often. But when I turn it on, it's because I want to do something. And because it's been so long since I last used it, I can't do what I want to do because I've got to wait for it to update and everything. And that's the main problem I have with it, is because I don't use it. If you use it every day, it'd probably be alright.
Do best one, right? You know when you're pissed off with all the updating, and you turn it off, and you've not done it right, and you turn it back on, you turn this off incorrectly.
Yeah.
We will now load another bar to make sure that
it's
it's not
alright.
been fucking reformatted.
And it's like when you try and turn it off, when it's still doing something, and you press the button, it goes, beep, beep, beep.
All because I threw a paddy because I'd not downloaded a game I fucking downloaded. And it's telling me I've got to sit through another loading bar just to turn it on.
But it's the worst when you can't turn it off. I ejected a disc, and I tried to turn it straight back off, and it just went, beep, beep, beep. It's like, right, okay.
I
wait.
fucking hate that.
Beep,
10
beep.
minutes are holding that.
Beep.
You're so pissed off with it, you just want to do something off.
And you
Off.
if you let go too early,
It's like R2-D2 having a joke on you.
beep,
Have
beep,
they
beep.
still got that stupid switch on back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I turn it off every time.
Well, fine.
Fuck.
Yeah, but you know,
That
you know, if,
button.
you know, if you don't like fucking go through menu, it's like, no, you turned me off wrong. Now I'm going to load this bar and make you regret what you've done because I warn you, you may
No.
lose information, but you never really do. But I did
It's like
play.
pulling a USB out.
Yeah, I played God Hand. Anyhow,
Oh, you-
put the smoothing on and everything. The aspect ratio's down.
Was it
the
worth it?
visuals, they're fucking great. It looks like Resi 4's High Def remake. It looks super tight. Only problem is, frame rate is garbage. So when I move forward, like Max Payne on a Windows 95. I just couldn't fucking do all. I was just like,
You had Max Payne on Mr. Devil's computer at school, remember that?
yeah.
Oh,
I could,
Gotta be like me playing bloody Anniversary with you the other night.
we'll
Last
get on
night.
to that, but
Fucking hell. The jerky.
for anybody that wants to know a little bit more about this game that you've not played it, it's renowned for being pretty rare and it's a cool game. And you play as a guy called Gene who's got this female sidekick, and in the cutscenes, all it is pure perv. Awesome Japanese perv for no reason, stupid gags all the time, and you're walking around with this lovely like plinky plonky western soundtrack in the Wild West, beating up fat dudes out at Fist at North Star and skinny dudes with Mohawk. So it's Mad Max Fist at North Star meets something ridiculous. But the controls are really interesting because there's something like over 100 moves, and each button can be mapped to a different move. So you can feasibly make this guy do a different punch with every different button. So your 6 potential moves can be any move you map them to be, so you can make your own fighting style. And how it works is the left analog moves you forwards, and when you press left and right, it turns you round.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
kind of weird. But the reason for this is the second analog is all your evasive moves. So if you press up on the right analog, he ducks. If you press back, he does a backflip. If you press left or right, he does a dash. And it's all about lining these guys up and fighting them with these combos and dodging the moves. And it's got a progressive difficulty level where the better you do, the harder it gets. But it's kind of broken because you get comfortable beating these guys up and then it goes to the harder one and then they start kicking your ass, and when you get hit it lowers rank, so you go back down to easy one to build it back up to get your ass handed to you again, and it's really
It's a bit
hard.
pointless.
It's on normal you can die in like 5 hits. It's really challenging, but I'm having a lot of fun, and I'll keep you updated. But gameplay wise, I bought Syndicate and got to say so far it's probably my favourite game of the year.
It looks really nice.
I don't know why I didn't look for it. Like, I knew it was Starbreeze and I've got a hard on for Starbreeze, but it just slipped under my radar, and when I put it on that day and I started playing that game, regardless if you're burnt out on first person shooters or if you've no interest in, you know, sci-fi, like future Blade Runner-esque visuals, it's fun.
I think HUD on it looks really nice. You know,
Yeah.
I think the one thing that didn't do it any justice, I'm gonna stop fucking leaning back in this chair, is that ad campaign that were everywhere, which was Syndicate, guy turning into glass. and it went everywhere, and I was so sick of seeing it. I think
I
it was
ain't seen
I never
anything.
saw it.
Yeah,
I
it's
never
either.
saw
every
it.
time
Where have you
I
been
went
looking?
on a website, the backdrop was Syndicate.
He's
Or
on
a little
this-
boxy saying
He's on this
Syndicate.
Magic Review website that he goes on to shit on games.
Shut up, dicko. I read a fucking magazine. Fucking cock.
But like, it's your first-person shooter trappings with great-looking guns, a nice variety of guns, all that have got secondary functions. So you've got a good gun made better by the fact it's got ridiculous features. Then you've got the first-person emphasis on how the game plays that Starbreeze bring to all games, where you can execute people. It stays in the first-person view. Everything you do stays in first-person
I
view,
love
so it's
that.
more immersive and it feels good. There's even a section at the start of the level where you bust through a door, there's a guy in front of him, you run, hit his torso and go over the stairwell, Jason Bourne style, and ride him down to the floor.
I love
And he
that.
dies, and you get up, brush yourself off, and you carry on.
I love that.
Like, an explosion goes off, and a piece of shrapnel sticks in your arm, and he just does. Because he's a fucking full-on Terminator, and it's just awesome sound design, beautiful sounding guns, awesome aesthetic. And then on top of that, you've got Mass Effect-esque abilities, where you've got the ability to do something called a backfire, a suicide, or a persuade. And how these abilities work is, every time you kill somebody, or you interact with the environment using your breach ability, which is just hacking basically, it fills these bars up and they regenerate. And when they get to the top, you can use them. Backfire will literally make an enemy's gun backfire and he'll fall over, but it'll also affect his mates, so it'll knock them all over. And in the seconds after it, they're vulnerable to being damaged, so you can do some criticals on them when they're knocked down. Suicide, you do it to a guy, he starts questioning his sanity, pulls a grenade out and blows up. And if he's in a crowd of dudes, he'll kill everybody. So if you use it right, it's amazing.
The fuck's Jack doing with that grenade?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
And then persuade is he'll fight for you. And then if there's nobody left to fight, he kills himself.
That's awesome.
And it doesn't sound like much, but it's the way they've done it. It's so much fun. Like I said to you when we were chatting the other day, dude, Hayden, Darkness 2 was a fun game. I enjoyed it a lot. But you know, if I were to buy one game, it won't be fucking Darkness 2, nah. Because I've not even mentioned co-op. Co-op on this game is probably the second best co-op I've seen since Resistance 2. Because it's just fun. And aside from connection problems that it's rife at this moment in time, and douchebags, it's amazing. Because it's not so much class-based as it is you go your own upgrade path and you get your own abilities of what you want to do, because there's about maybe 10 ambient abilities that you can use with your breaching. There's all the different weapons to pick up, there's about 10 different scenarios, there's multiple difficulties, there's progressive leveling, there's escort missions. When they're not being injured, the dudes you're escorting, they'll regenerate. It's like there's so many little tweaks that just make it fun.
So it's just co-op missions?
Yeah, full-on co-op missions, and your XP's bumping up on screen, Borderlands style, you're seeing stuff happening, and it's just, you complement each other. The abilities you get, if you're close enough to your teammates, they get the buffs as well. So it's all about intelligently helping each other with shields and stuff, and like the healing. You look at a guy, you hold left bumper, and you'll see a bar going up as you heal him. You can run, shoot, jump, do anything you want while it's happening, as long as you hold that button. It's amazing. It's just.
When I was
thinking, when we first move out, our first Xbox night should be that.
It's so
Bring
good.
boxes around, bring toys around,
Syndicate.
and we all rent Syndicate.
It's really fun.
when I was watching that video earlier today when we
I'll
were
just
looking
use
at
your
it,
monitor, 'cause I'm cheap.
I don't know if it is, and other than the whole skill shot stuff, it looked very like Bulletstorm. Like
There's certain elements to it, because
Like the
getting
secondary-
adrenaline back is
yeah.
all about doing specific things.
and you got the
But
secondary fire functions, and it looked similar.
It's
when I was
closer to
watching it.
like a Fear, because
Yeah, it looked like Fear
the
1.
slow
It
motion
did look
mode
like
that
Fear,
highlights
yeah.
enemies, makes you tougher, do more
Yeah.
damage, is very Fear-y.
Yeah.
But I think it works a bit better, because on Fear it kind of broke it. On this game, you're still vulnerable. But one of the nicest things about it is how he moves through the environment with his gun. Like when you go behind cover and you've got a gun, he does stuff like that. And he leans his arms over and he moves his arms in accordance to where you are. And it looks so good. And there's like little touches of, you know, if you're crouched behind a wall and you're close enough to the wall, when you aim, he bobs up. You don't have to mess about with crouch button. And it takes
it's
away that
something-
looseness of bob up out of crouch, take a shot,
Well,
bob
it's
back in
something
crouch.
that first person hasn't really done, because third person you've always been able to,
Yeah.
do your
Yeah.
cover thing, but first person hasn't really done cover systems that well. Really, just
And it's
A lot of
not a
first
cover
person
system.
games, when you go into cover, take you to third person.
take you to yeah.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Vegas.
Exactly.
If you can go into
But
cover
like,
at all.
this isn't a cover system. This is just get behind a box, but he interacts with it. And like when I ran on that demo, did you see how he puts gun out in front of him? Just little touches that just make it really nice. But
Is it the sort of thing where if you're behind a box, he'll like move himself to get
Not so
it
much
kind of
himself,
thing.
it's just his arms, it's where his gun points. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain in the ass when you've got a minigun and he's having a bit of a fucking dance because you're too near a wall.
You're not sure whether to go to the
kinda
side or the
gay.
top kind of thing.
Yeah, but I can't recommend it enough. It is limited though by your enjoyment of what it is. If it's not your thing, you might not enjoy it, but I was digging it.
I love first person when their arms do stuff like Far Cry. I love it.
You know the co-op missions?
Yeah.
Is it 2, 3, 4?
4-player.
Just thinking, Jay said we
And
should play
it's
Syndicate.
very hard.
We should do Gears campaign. For me, that's what we should fucking
We should
do.
go
Me and you
wave
were
1 to
doing that the other
50
day.
on a Phoenix map pack for 50G.
Yeah, we should do that and all.
Yeah.
After we
When I
do
go
campaign
into
for me.
Ava-
After we do campaign for me.
You don't have to be 4-player.
Oh, shut
It
it.
does have to be
That's a
4
good
player.
Or does it?
Ah.
It just says
No.
complete 1 to 50 on any
No,
difficulty.
for the
Mine, it
for
does.
Lummies.
Oh, fuck Lemmy.
Lummy
And
needs
Ryan's
to
gonna
come-
do. Me and Ryan are gonna try and guess it.
Well,
just
we
so I
were
can
gonna
get it.
do it the other day, and then we was
We
like,
played FIFA and
"Ooh,
that.
Gangsters in Space is out," and then Lummy was like, "Oh, it took me a week to download it," and then
Wow.
I had a bad day for internet that day.
Sounds like a bad day.
Me mum and Farmville.
I was so happy. I was like, "Oh, mine's finished downloading. Lummy, what you want?"
Mine just stopped.
I'm on
It's not
I'm
a
on
case that it won't
3%.
down. It will do it, taking its time to download. It got to 2% and just stopped. Then I turned it off, turned it back on. It got to 5% and just stopped. I think it was just the download itself just didn't want to download.
Because you did it from the
Because we-
marketplace, didn't you? Whereas I've got the season pass, so I just
Yeah.
went onto the disc and was like, "Oh, download."
I mean, when we were playing FIFA and we were playing COD and that, I had absolutely
No connection
no
problems.
connection issues. I had no lag, no. I think it would just download itself.
So there's been times though when we've tried to download stuff like on the release date. I know it's not the release date for it, but on the release date, and you try and download it too early, and it just doesn't want to do anything. Kind of
Traffic and
You want to
yeah,
try
all that
Fallout 3 back in day when Pit came out and they released a corrupted version of it?
No, the artifacts everywhere on
Yeah,
screens.
they're like big fuck off triangle saying no texture. Like basically big placeholder saying put texture here, and then
It's like the whole media content thing on Premiere, isn't it? When you don't import your
yeah,
stuff
it's
right.
kind of like that. And it, all kind
Meter
of people
offline.
had so many problems.
Yeah.
Because nobody knew it was corrupted until you actually tried to actually enter Pittsburgh, and then it full on just
Did it
crashed.
like delete people's saves and shit?
Yeah, it did some rate shit. People paid for it twice and all sorts. I got lucky, I didn't pay for it twice. But
That shit.
came out. It took another 2 days to get the non-corrupted version up. What the fuck? I mean, I'm forums people like phoning Bethesda offices, but nobody's up yet. And like stuff like that.
Are you in Bethesda?
You see, the thing is, if something like that happened to me, I'm the sort of person who just wait, and when it comes out, it comes out. I know you get excited for stuff.
Yeah,
and I
but
know
when
people-
you're in that moment, when you're in that zeitgeist of a new game and new features, you can't help it. You really can't help it. Like, especially when you come from a background of going to midnight launches and getting
Yeah.
super excited night before. Like, I had a stress dream before Zona Enders 2 came out, where I got up, went to town and bought it, and I woke up looking for that fucking game to turn it on and play it. That's how real that dream was.
I've had realistic dreams and stuff before, and I know like when we play League and there's a patch that's coming out and you want to play,
Yeah.
and they seem to delay it or whatever. It is frustrating, but and
All the time I have realistic dreams when I play that certain game for too long. No, do you know when you go to sleep and you think you're still playing it?
I've never had that.
I have that all
I
the
just
time.
don't sleep. I just play it. So
Let me play a game. Yeah, because Rise is super useful when it comes to co-op on a game like Halo CE, which is the
Well-
last game I played this week.
the thing is, the guy that said he'd help you with it kind of like let you down a bit. So I thought I
One
had,
with the Masters.
I
not
got a
online.
fucking life!
I-
Alright, I
I-
left the house!
I had to step up and
I've told you, Lummy, sunshine hurts my eyes.
Fuck you.
End of
I'd have
podcast.
happily done it with you, but no.
Fuck the both of you!
I sent you a message, bitch, saying you can get yourself now and we'll play some stuff. And you were like, I've got no internet. So Rye helped me.
Also at work.
I've got to play a bunch of shit as well because I've got to play through it a couple of times to get alt mop up so I can play with a bunch of you. But I started that game on Legendary and it's been... How long's it been since I were in your room that time playing at like 3 in the morning on Library with Shotgun Killing Flood?
Years.
How many years maybe? 5 years? 7
went
years?
back.
10 years?
Well, game's
It's a long
10-year-old,
fucking time
isn't it?
ago.
So-
Suffice to say, that is my last memory of Halo. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, so I couldn't even remember that Pillar of Autumn level at the start. And on Legendary, when you start with no plasma pistol, and those elites have got the shields, and they're doing the lovely rollerblading left and right. Like, how do I kill these motherfuckers? Because I was also trying to go for the no damage in that level, so I was whoring my shield and
Oh
hiding.
wait, you don't need another shield in Tech Health Parks.
Oh, I didn't even know there were an overshield, but I got that achievement telling me that I'd missed it.
There's
You missed the
four, I think
overshield. Well done.
There's
It's like,
four
you
in
did
the
not
game,
pick up
in
this
level.
thing. I'm like, well, I didn't see that chuffing thing.
There's four.
But there's one
Yeah,
section
there's
of that,
four,
I
yeah.
had no trouble with any of it until I got to the bit where you walk into a room and there's a bunch of Marines and there's a catwalk that leads up
Oh,
and they're all on
Yeah,
fucking
upstairs,
balconies.
downstairs, the ring room of death.
And then to the left there's a door that opens like midway
Yeah,
through and a
yeah.
bunch more elites come.
You've got to
And
get them before they get out the door.
it was like, I tried going in the room and plasma pistoling them elites and then shooting them with a fucking assault rifle that's just firing beams.
Skittle rifle.
I did not use that gun all the way through the game.
Hate that gun. I hate it to bits. And I was having no luck, and I kept dying. I kept getting my life dwindled down, and I died maybe about 2 or 3 times. And then I just decided to sit out that room and wait for him to come to me. And lo and behold, the AI is pretty good on that game, and they came down to the lower floor, and I managed to hit him with some grenades, and I got through without even being shot. But you know, when I first ran in that room, and I'd gone from murdering things and not having a problem to instant death, it reminded me that, yo, games used to be fucking hard.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
That game, the way they throw enemies at you that can kill you potentially in seconds, it's like, oh,
If
you
you-
open a door, 2 hunters.
If you get into
Bye.
if you get into the wrong position on that game,
Yeah.
you can't get away. It's just
And same with checkpoints. There were areas where I went through and I died, and checkpoint were miles away. Then I went through again, and I got a checkpoint. Like, what the fuck did I do differently?
Yeah.
But
You didn't step on the right spot.
I did that first level, I got that achievement, and I was just like, oh, corridors, grey, corridors, grey corridors, Down syndrome grunt things that I fucking hate, stupid blue rollerbladers. And I got to that second level, and they were like, get away from the dropship before they see you in the patrols. And then a banshee swooped over and started shooting at me, like, fuck you, wanker. And I got to that big edifice thing, defended it for a while. Rye came on, I'm like, dude, do you want to play this with me? 'Cause this is boring as shit. I'm like, alright. And I got Rye in, and I started having a lot of fun then.
We had a bit of a laugh. Yeah, we had a
There
good
was
time.
some good situations, like elite Russian wanderers, and other guys just like, not on my watch, and assassinated from behind. A couple of good moments.
Well, the best one of them moments was on Start the Silent Cartographer, when you have to storm the beach without losing any of your Marines. And there was one elite left,
Yeah.
and he was proper going for you, and
Yeah,
the Marines
well
were around
done.
you, and I just went round the other side of the rock, and I was like, "Ktish," last one, and then
It's like I've got to mention it because I'm watching some Rooster Teeth stuff. Do you know how you're on about baiting them in?
Yeah.
There's a new game on Halo Reach called Bum Bait. And what it is there's a player who'll stand still, doing no. Then when another player comes to assassinate him, you have somebody with an insta-kill weapon like a sword or a shotgun, and they get him during assassination, so you get a showstopper and they don't get credit for kill.
Have you seen them
pretty
cheeky
cool.
bastards that stand still and then they see motion track come together,
jump over you.
jump and then assassinate you
but
back?
this one, they don't move. They have a buddy who's just there going...
Yeah, I'm just saying this.
It's like clay pigeon shooting.
Yeah, but anyway, sorry to come
Yeah.
in, but
That's
go on,
good.
yeah.
the best bit about that
Sounds
bit
fun.
was on that game when you unlock achievements, it freezes the screen
Yeah,
for a bit when
lag.
you're in co-op.
Yeah,
So-
fuck me, that is awful.
That loading lag when we were in that fucking tank, it was like, walk back,
Oh.
walk forward, walk back, walk forward.
There was a section when
Oh.
he was in his tank because he was getting all of the wraith kills,
You were in
and
Ghost,
I was in a
weren't you?
ghost, and I went a bit far forward and went through the loading screen. It obviously loads him out of his tank, so he ran back to his tank and
fucking
loaded me
loaded
out
us
of my
back.
ghost.
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
worst bit of that game.
That is so poorly optimised, that shit. But my favourite bit of our run, dude, but when we were on that bridge and we got killed by that sword guy, so we reloaded it, and there was that big thing, that metal-like piece of cover, threw a sticky over, ran back to pick up a plasma pistol. You're like, I think that guy's dead.
all I heard
He
was
must
like,
have stuck him. This one stuck an invisible guy with his
What do you
sword.
reckon to the like the flashback feature?
I think it's good because you really appreciate it, and what they've done visually to that high definition collection is the best
Do you see why we raved about
best
it?
way
when we
they've done
first
on
played
any of
it?
them.
No, you've played a few of the HD remakes,
I've
haven't
played
you?
a load of them, and it's like they up-res it so it don't hurt your eyes, but they don't change textures, they don't change models. That game
Metal
is a
Gear
new
Solid
fucking
should be done
game.
like that.
Have you tried the game that me and Ryan were playing where you get to a vista, look at it in all view and then change it and look at it in
I've
new
been
view
flicking
and
it
you
back
get
and
all
forth, but my only problem with it is when we're on Legendary and it does that black loading screen and
Yeah.
you're still vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
I
have to
wa-
pick your moments
Yeah,
to do
I
it.
want to see how shit this thing is, and then
Yeah.
invisible guy punches me. Fuck off, you laughy bastard!
Oh,
Is it all offline stuff on Anniversary? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all campaign
And then
stuff.
it gives you
the online
maps.
achievements are for Reach.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if a game came out this year and had those skies and had those visuals, we'd be saying
The
that's a
vistas are
good-looking
nice.
fucking game.
It
And
is
this
really
is a
nice.
10-year-old game that they've done that too. Resident Evil 4 up-resers should be ashamed of themselves. Metal Gear Solid guys should be ashamed of themselves. All of them should be fucking ashamed, because if that is not the way forward, I don't know what is.
Well, I think difference being is the Metal Gears and that are up-resers, and Halo C's
It was a
it's
complete
remake,
remaster, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Well,
Complete-
the thing with it was they couldn't do what Metal Gear did because it's 343. They're taking over this and they're trying to get people's faith in them before they bring out Halo 4.
Well, it's like I said to Chris. As soon as Bungie said, look, no more Halo, and 343 said, yeah, we're gonna do them, I was like, it's a new company. They're
They
not
ain't got a
gonna know.
website.
Yeah, they ain't got a website. I can't look at all. It's like I have no faith. And then as soon as the
they had to do
anniversary
something
came
to
out, I
prove
was like,
themselves. Yeah.
you know what? This game looks fucking good.
Some of them particle effects, you know, when you fire that plasma pistol and it does that awesome
The green
firework,
thing.
you know,
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that green.
When
And
it
I'm like,
hits somebody in the green
I'm like,
thing,
did it
just-
look that good back then? Turn it back. No, it didn't. Looked like you just been hit by a pile of shit.
But the thing is, because I play that game a lot, that's how I remember it. So it's
Yeah,
like,
the
God,
settings are
they ain't changed now. And then you go back, you're like, yeah, they
But
have.
like some of them visuals, just like that. I like that effect, and I'm using plasma pistol a lot because
Plasma rifle
I
for
love
me
that
made
noob,
that game.
noob combo.
Plasma rifle made that game a lot easier for me.
I'm just picking up
Telling
every
you.
sniper rifle I see.
But it's like I was saying to Rai,
Plasma rifle.
I want to use a carbine. I want to use a fucking BR. I don't want to use wank rifle with
I'm
giant
going
spaghetti.
Double shot him
Chris
with
Chris
BR.
just came up like with the most hopeful voice I've heard. He's like, "It was this game the carbine was in, wasn't it?"
But the carbine's
Chris.
in this one, innit? Because if I've not got that Magnum, I'm not happy at all. Because
Yeah.
that rifle,
Magnum's good.
Only time that assault rifle's good is when them invisible dudes are rushing you and you're like, "Fuck you, buddy."
Because they're weak. Them invisible
Yeah.
guys are weak. It's like a last resort thing. They're running
That's-
towards you, and it's just like get as much damage on them as
I'm
possible.
hoping that because it was rumoured that depending on how well that did, depends on whether they do a Halo
Second
2
one.
one, and I'm hoping they do because I think Halo 2's harder.
To have every Halo,
I think them snipers on Halo 2.
Oh, yeah, the
were making
bullshit.
it ridiculous.
I think Halo 2 were a bullshit game. It was fucking overrated and garbage.
Oh,
I didn't like it at all.
it were overrated, but I think I still enjoy levels on it. I still
Yeah.
enjoy doing campaign on it.
to be able to say that you've got every single Halo game on the 360 is just it's
Well,
something that I want.
I've got the legendary achievement for every single Halo game. Cause
Yeah.
I've done Vista.
Halo 2,
Halo
on
2 Vista.
Yeah.
I've done it for Aiden as well, which fucked me off to no end because I did it for Aiden in 2 days and it took me 2 months. It was just like, I'll do a level, I'll come back to it another day, I'll do a level, I'll come back to it another day. For Aiden, it was just like, oh yeah, I'm just breezing through this.
Yeah,
It's
once
like-
you've done something though, you've already learned the bullshit you need to do to get through.
And Aiden was supposed to have Far Cry 2 for me, but he never did.
Well, yeah, you never let me do your tag now. You never go on holiday anymore.
But as an exclamation point on the CE discussion, I think it's criminal that they changed how hunters work. Because that ability to skillfully kill those bastards in one
One
shot,
hit.
that is
way,
amazing.
though, it's like, yeah, fair enough, it's skillful and you can one-shot them and all this, but
But dude,
they're supposed to be the toughest and badass.
and you know if you ain't got one of them guns,
Yeah, but if you
yeah,
mess,
if you haven't
they're
got
a
one of them
fucking
guns,
monster.
or if you have got one of them guns, if you've not got the sniper and you've got the pistol, and
pistol's easier.
yeah,
Yeah.
but if you have to go in close,
You can do it with shotgun as well, I think.
Yeah,
if you have to
shotgun.
go up close to them,
Yeah.
and you mess it up and they hit you,
Yeah,
you're
but they
pretty
haven't
much
got the
dead.
backward swing on Halo 1. They
No,
can
but
only
they've-
swing forwards.
But it
so it's
still-
quite
it
easy to
still
go,
fucks you up.
oh, sidestep, bang.
It's
It
still-
feels better though when they just go, "Rrr," and you just, pff, dickhead.
it's
Straight
an
in
awesome
stomach.
feeling and it's an awesome thing because if you learn the game,
But-
you can get good at doing that.
If you read the books, then you'd know that they're not actually... I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah, but if you
They
read
made
the
up
books,
of
you
millions of
realise
little
it's all
tiny
fan fiction.
organisms, so...
It says that in manual for Fuston.
Was it?
Yeah.
It should be a one-shot kill then, really.
Everything should be a one-shot kill instead of disco dancing left and right with your stupid shield on.
The thing I realised after playing Reach a lot is because I played some Reach recently is it's so much harder.
When? You didn't invite me?
It's so much harder to headshot grunts on Anniversary than it is on.
That was
Yeah.
bullshit. That yesterday, you've got it bang on the face, and it's like, nope.
Yeah.
The worst thing was with my lag when we were doing the second level and I had the sniper and I had my sniper on people's heads and I saw the bullet go like this.
Jackals are
It's
the
just
easiest
like-
thing to headshot on first.
I fucking hate them.
Jackals.
Stupid.
Them
Bastards.
yellow jackals do
Bastards.
my head in. Yellow jackals are awful.
Why did they ever take their helmets off? They look so much cooler on Fuston with helmets on.
What, jackals? They don't have helmets.
Yeah, they've got no helmets on that remake.
On Fuston, they had helmets on.
No, they didn't.
They really did. They had little light
You've
helmets
heard it
on,
here
but they didn't
first,
have
folks.
fucking blah, blah, blah.
Halo
Is they not?
fight.
No, no.
Well,
actually,
they've got masks.
they've got like a full smooth helmet on at Fuston.
Never
I know what they
noticed.
did on second and
Never noticed.
And I did notice that they got little hair bits on some of them, but
Yeah, they got more weekends than that now.
yeah,
But on every Fuston, they like
I've
mad,
got
like,
fucking
smooth masks
skirmishes
on.
and shit now.
yeah.
I'd look at my phone, I'm going to internet connection.
Bullshit.
They remind me of them crows out of Dumbo.
So is that us done with Halo?
That's me done. That's
Right, so do we have any questions this week?
We've
got,
got,
like,
a few
loads.
questions.
Oh, all right then.
Well, use the questions then.
Shit,
You're helmet it, dude.
Yeah.
So
Well,
just swap seats. I could talk about that.
Are they
if
all-
I've been watching,
are
but
they
I'll
all
do
up?
that another time.
so, what,
They
all of them.
start
All of
at-
them.
No, they
No,
got
no.
Bazinga one's first one in it.
Anything that says podcast questions is
A
a
podcast
podcast
question.
question.
So
Aidan.
did we do these last week?
No,
No.
that's the start.
Look
of
for
this week's
Heretics.
upload.
Right.
That was last
So,
week. Anything
yeah,
after
this
that?
one.
Yeah. Good luck.
Did you ever stop playing a game because you were scared of, or because it was too hard? Do you think you can get easier scared when you play in the dark and be highly concentrated?
Bear in mind she's German, so her English is
Are
fantastic
you listening to
considering.
the soundtrack before playing a game to get in the mood? Did people ever overreact weird because you are a gamer? All right, let's just
Break it up then.
we'll break this up.
Yeah.
She's got a few.
Did you ever stop playing a game because you were too hard, Lummy?
No,
Too hard, too scared, Lummy.
I don't play
Dead
scary
Space.
games.
So,
I don't even turn scary games on.
so
wait.
Lummy, did you ever watch a film in a cinema with your friend and got scared at the opening company logo? that flies on.
No. What was that day?
Daywalkers or
whatever
whatever
it is, or whatever it's called.
Dude, I had headphones on and I nearly shit myself.
I was sat there at cinema with
Right,
you. I watched you go,
no.
and
I
nearly died of
I
laughter.
watched Nightmare on Elm Street when I was like 5, and it completely threw me off on scary films and scary games, and I can't do them whatsoever.
Worst thing
That's
about
it.
people
Oh,
jumping
and,
is when it makes you jump.
God,
Them
Debbie does that.
jumping
Yeah,
makes me
yeah.
jump,
Debbie holds on to me when we watch films, so she jumps. It's like a train. It's like it's like electric running down. It's like, so we watched that at night, and during that dead body slams into a window,
That's a good one.
I jumped up in the middle of the cinema. What the fuck's going on?
Turn around and elbowed the bitch.
But I think as
Chaos.
far as hard games go, I think to answer the hard games, do you ever stop? It's a case of lately, no. But when I was younger, yes, because either save points would be bullshit and you'd get so far and you'd have to do it all again, or I just wasn't that good of a gamer. But lately, it's like, I just push on till I finish. So, yeah, Chris, you?
What first one, dude?
Do you ever stop playing a game because it's too hard?
Oh, too
Yeah,
scary.
or
And
too
you-
scared.
Too
Yeah.
scary. When I first played Dead Space 1, I had to have like a little bit of a break in between sessions because I used to get to a point where I was really on edge and really like feeling it. And I needed to go downstairs, make a coffee, come back up because sitting down, it were intense. It were really intense. But scary. I remember the original Resident Evil 2 playing at Craddock's house. No, sorry, Resident Evil 1, where you go into that residence area and there's a pool room with 2 giant fucking tarantulas, and I were only like 10 or something, and I hate spiders. And when you went in room, camera were focused on them because it were a fixed camera, and we literally went in room, screamed, went straight back out of room, and wouldn't go back in. We were stood at the door like, we gotta go back in, go back. You do it. No, I can't. There's too many. They're big spiders. And it took us like an hour to go back in this room, only to kill these 2 spiders in like 2 shots because they were a piece of piss. But absolutely terrifying.
I think Resident Evil brilliant for that though, because it fixed camera.
Yeah.
I used to watch my
You
brother
could hear
play
him shuffling
yeah,
and
my brother
shit.
played second and a lot, and I just hear it shuffling. I'd be like, I want to leave room. And then he played Resident Evil 3, and then I wouldn't talk about that.
As,
I got really
as for
scared.
difficulty
I
though,
can't even play it.
old games I'm with you on that, Lummy. I used to give up all the time because I was just a shit gamer. Recently, Alien vs Predator. As soon as I realised there were no checkpoints, I like fuck that shit. Because on Nightmare it removes checkpoints, and that game is not fun.
I can't actually think of any ones I've given up. I've given up a few so too hard, and I just couldn't be asked with them. But I can't really name any of them.
We're Lost
Don't
Planet.
Make Cry,
Lost
Ninja
Planet
Gaiden
2 or one that we all
I
did up on for a bit.
pushed
and
through
then-
on fucking. You made me play Ninja Gaiden 2. I didn't want to. Devil May Cry. I thought, well, I'm going to get good at this. No.
Dungeon Siege 3.
What? I think. Oh yeah, get up on that. 'cause
Earth Defense Force.
I rented Dungeon Siege, so I had to get it back, and I went last boss, and it was fucking solid. But that weren't a matter of I get it up, I'm alright to take it back. So
Doesn't knock out.
Well, in terms of me, I've done a very similar thing to what Chris used to do, where I've been on a game and I've literally not wanted to move before, and it's like really like shit. I don't really want to do this kind of thing, and but I don't think I've ever switched one off. In terms of difficulty wise, I've given up on My Life Club because fuck that.
You've given up on
That's
Dead Space
pretty
2,
rough.
you've given up on Assassin's
Yeah, but
Creed.
it's not down
Mass
to
Effect.
Mass Effect.
it's not down to how hard it is though. It's just down to I get bored. Dead Space, I am at a bit where I'm stuck on because I've fucked myself.
So Dead
But-
Space 2.
But that's not
if you start
because
a new game, you can get to
that's
it
not because the game's
We know.
hard. That's because I fucked myself.
Start a new game.
It's the easiest way.
You need to do Dead Space 2.
I don't.
The thing with it is,
Lummy does, and we need to stream that shit.
Oh god! Do
It's
you know
not
what would be
even
so
second
funny?
and it's
You're
not
three
scary.
Reaction
pissed.
cam.
Have a live stream of me playing Dead Space
Yeah.
2 with
Yep.
fucking, oh my god!
With
fuck that
headphones on,
shit.
reaction cam. My Triton's cranked up, Adobe 5.1.
I'll have my HD camera on
I hate
here,
you.
tripod.
I hate you.
So Lummy, you want
I
it?
shit myself at Fear demo, and when I played it twice, and both times when I turned around on the stairs and there were a
Elmer's
scripted
face.
event. Yeah, I shit myself twice.
Sorry, dude,
Dead
just get your
Space
man
2,
nappy.
after the first couple, the alarm clock, no, it's
Yeah, but-
scary.
yeah, but
No
dude-
scary after that.
That's to desensitise people. Lummy actively avoids horror games,
Films.
horror
On
films.
first-
Or a
Twisted.
series. I keep
Yeah.
meaning to watch Walking Dead, but the reason I'm putting it off is because there's zombies in it.
But the thing,
But it's not scary. It's
I know it's not scary, but I'm
There's still
still
some
the thing
like,
is that
moments, though,
when
which
you
you
shy
might
away
open.
from things, it makes it scarier. When
does.
you just sit there and
I'm
you
not.
watch
I'm
it.
not desensitized to all this
Exactly.
like Chris says. I don't watch that sort of stuff. It's
Because-
like so me. You could watch a scary film and go, it's just a
Yeah,
man
I know
in a
what's
suit."
coming because it's
Uh,
the same every time we
yeah.
watch these kind of
Yeah.
films. If you've not seen the films, you don't know
I'm,
the tropes.
I'm easily startled as
Exactly,
well. It's
exactly,
like
dude.
Oh, we know.
But dude,
All in towers.
the music on them games, it lies. It makes it sound like there's necromorphs all around you, and you look around, you're like, where's all this
I hate
fucking
that.
noise
It's
coming
thing.
from?
You hear a vent bit drop off.
Yeah.
And no, it's happened.
It's teasing.
But my ears,
Do you know
my
actually,
ears play
do
tricks
you know
on
the,
me.
do you know the scariest game I've played as of the last couple of years? Not scary, but like for music wise and what's going off. It's probably Left 4 Dead,
Left
and
4 Dead's a
that's
good
an
one.
arcade game at art, really.
you did
innit?
see Josh play that when he threw my pad and ran up my bed, and me and my girlfriend were laughing at him because he screamed. Went horde, came incoming horde. They ran at him, and he just chucked pad. And You're like Wobbuffet.
See, I
Wabba wabba.
see, I like when witches are there. I'm terrified of them. It's like
That's one of them noises though. It's just like
it's like
And then this dickhead Simon. Oh, I'll go shoot it in face. Don't worry, lads. I know how to do this.
I'll cry.
Simon's dead.
Sing,
So
bitch.
what's the next question?
Is there any more on that in that paragraph?
Yeah, there's a few.
There's a
Are
few.
you listening to the soundtrack for playing a game to get in the mood? No.
No, but I do download soundtracks because I'm a big fan of.
I
I
do
always
like-
watch on a new game. I always watch the intros. Do you know like credit intros at the beginning? Yeah. Do you know like a lot of people skip them because I want to play a game. I want to play a game. I always watch them because they always get me like
Yeah.
Get you buffed.
game
Get that little
time.
tingle up your
it's like,
back.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like the Gears one when you first put that disc in and it's the whole
Then you
and
realise
you with
it's-
it. And
Yeah.
20-minute speech by Prescott and you skip it.
Iconic music, like I've got a lot of Nintendo soundtracks. I've got Donkey Konga soundtrack, which is amazing. It's all Nintendo tunes done with Congo drums and stuff. It's amazing. But
Not to
yeah,
get in mood.
the games that I really, really like Skyrim and Far Cry and stuff, I turn music off.
You buy guides. You buy guides for games that you really like, though, don't you?
Yeah,
as well, so.
don't use them. I just like
no,
them
yeah, it's
guys.
just to get you in the mood.
Yeah,
though,
but
it is.
still, it's like
I don't read them or I just have them. But yeah, I turn sound on immersive sandbox games. Turn all music off. Just it seems to get me into it more, and I feel like it's more realistic when you're not.
I don't know how you can do that, especially when Skyrim's got some fucking wicked tunes.
I won't know.
I'm just walking around me like shooting wildcats, just like just like humming these big organic
I
themes.
turned it on a few times, but I've turned out for most of the game. I had it turned off because I don't know it's just the way I like to do it, especially with Far Cry.
Yeah, fuck that's boring.
Well, in terms of immersing yourself, I don't listen to soundtracks, but I do love downloading soundtracks for films. If I watch a film and it's got a good soundtrack, then I will like that film. And I do like getting soundtracks from films and stuff, but in terms of games, I don't really.
Well, to immerse myself, I actually take the back off the back of my TV and climb in it. Immersion.
Yeah, another question is: does any people ever react weird because you're a gamer?
Yes.
My parents.
Not really. Well,
Parents.
my
definitely.
parents have accepted it, my girlfriend hasn't, and I get piss taken out of me a lot at football because they're all like, "Oh, we drink
Casual.
beer, and,
but still play FIFA and
we
Modern Warfare all the
womanize."
time.
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, Lummy's going to go home and masturbate over his games. It's like, well, I'm sorry, TV's usually shit.
TV is shit.
I had a friend who will remain unnamed during college, and every time he came past my table, he'd be like, "Are you still talking about games?" I'm like, "Yeah, dickhead, deal with it." And he used to do it all the time. And this is the same guy now that does nothing but play Xbox all day, every day, and works a dead-end job. Calm as a bitch. Should have talked about them games, Sonny.
Right.
Parents. That's it, really.
I think that's a generation thing, though, isn't it?
I mean, I have a lot of my friends are gamers because I get along with gamers, so they don't really say much. I mean, there's a few people that have the odd chuckle and stuff, but it's nothing major. It's just my parents really that don't get it, and my sisters.
My dad gets it, just not to the extent that I do it. But I've got an awesome little topic to tangent on for just a quick 5 minutes. He's playing through Arkham City on his PC because he loves them games. I bought him Arkham Asylum for like Christmas and he loved it.
How far do YouTube videos last before they've got to stop?
You can be as long as you want.
Oh, right. I thought they were on limit.
As long as the size limit is still small, as long as it's not more than like 5 gig.
Alright.
And that last one we did, that 2.5 hours were 500 meg. So don't worry
Because
about
we don't
the
have
size.
video.
Yeah, no video, dude. It's easy to compress. And he's playing through it, and he got to Solomon Grundy fight, big electric dude before Penguin. And there's a bit where you destroy the vents, and he lays on the floor, and you go up to him to finish him off, and he does a quick time event, and he's choking you, and he's electrocuting you, and you've got to tap a button on Xbox pad. On the PC, you've got to tap the space bar. My dad was stuck there for like an hour. And I came downstairs to get my dinner, and I saw him stuck on it. It's like, he keeps doing this, and it says, press this, and it does not. And it was just draining his life. And I'm like, Dad, you got to get in there. You've got to like proper press it. Do it really fast. And he had to go, and he couldn't do it. Like, you do it. So I went full-on international track and field on that space bar, and I died.
What?
It was fucking broken. It weren't doing anything. I tried again, nothing. I changed button, nothing. I'm like, this is bullshit. I can't even remember what this part is. Went upstairs, put my guide video on to see what I said at that part. I'd not even put it in the video. It's that fucking easy. So I got my pad, brought it downstairs, plugged it in. The prompt came up on the screen.
Did you play it with mouse and everything?
Yeah, my dad's a mouse and keyboard PC gamer. He's a boss. And plugged my pad in. It said tap X. Did it first time. Piece of piss. I wasn't even tapping fast. It was like it was fully broken. Just completely broken.
A bit strange.
It made no sense. I felt really sorry for him then. But yeah.
No.
Next question. So thank the person that sent the message in and move on.
Bazinga 07. How we?
She's got more
Oh,
questions.
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't realise.
So,
Well, come on, dude. You're at the fucking helm.
what TV show makes you always laugh? Right. One show.
Big Bang.
One show.
Third Rock from the Sun, Scrubs,
One show.
Wonderfuls and Horses.
Big Bang.
I'll go with New Girl. Just
Fuck
mix it up a
Big
bit.
Bang. I'm gonna say.
Big Bang's awesome.
Next question.
I've
She
gone
says
off
it's Big Bang
Christmas
Theory and
I'm
Family
sure
Guy.
she does.
Well, she's called Bazinga, so it's kind of like
Eve. Zinga.
No idea.
Bazinga.
No idea.
Zinga.
If you don't leave that ball pool, I'm gonna have to drag you out. Let's you
Bazinga.
try. Bazinga. Bazinga. Up, not down.
No,
What?
Up.
Up.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
Does it say podcast in the name, dude? Come on, read.
Right.
Use the words.
See there.
for-
No, whoa.
oh fuck's
Question
sake.
for next
There.
podcast.
Right.
Let me do this. 'Cause
What are your favourite series of games?
Games.
E.g. Assassin's Creed, COD, etc.
Mine's obviously Halo.
Halo.
I've loved Halo 1. Loved Halo 1 so much, I just continue buying them. And I even bought Halo Wars, which isn't even a first-person shooter. I loved Halo that much, so it's all one I read books for and everything. So that's pretty much me, Halo.
Probably Max Payne.
Yeah.
I'm probably just going to go with Far Cry, even though Far Cry 2 is a bad game, and happily accept it.
Oh my god.
It's a
Eden
bad
is
game. It doesn't mean
finally growing up.
I've always known it's a bad game. It doesn't mean I love it anyway.
Yeah, ever since I bitched on that fucking
No.
party chat with you when I bought it.
Mega Man Legends.
Yeah.
They need a third one.
I should have really said Final Fantasy because I'm a massive Final Fantasy buff, but after 10, I'm sorry.
Died.
Fuck that shit.
Died.
So what
I'll
that
just keep talking while I read this one. It's a bit lengthy.
I like
Sorry,
that. It's
you-
not even saying this question
I
comes
know.
from.
We
Oh,
don't know
yeah,
who
that's
sent in the
from-
last question.
That's from Poundland Warrior 15.
Thank
Oh,
you.
there you
Thank
go.
you very much,
Dude.
Poundland Warrior.
Obviously, a warrior from Poundland.
Professionalism, Aiden.
Have you seen
You
Poundland?
say you want to helm, and then what do you do?
I've
What's-
never done questions
Who's the
before.
next question offer?
You
Right,
do David
next question is
Hasselhoff.
from Numena Reborn. Just curious on your thoughts.
I think it's Numina.
Right, just read it all.
Why
Right,
can't
I
you
was
just
just recently
read?
thinking
Why
that
not
maybe
just-
a little community gaming with you guys would be pretty neat if it doesn't have to be on a regular basis, just every now and again. Just curious to your thoughts on the matter. It sounds like from episode 5 you guys need more time playing together anyhow. Think of it as killing 2 stones with 1 bird.
Community gaming is a
Two
fantastic
stones with-
idea when
Two
we can get it
birds
working.
with one. I'm sorry, but
Did he forget to put stone?
2 stones with 1 bird.
Yeah,
I don't know if he meant to do that or
I
not.
hope he did.
That's totally ironic because when you're throwing a bird at a stone, bingo, it's like bowling.
Right, so
Guy's a magician. He's
Yeah.
got dubs
I
up
like
his
that, that's
sleeve.
funny.
adders, play with us. I don't care. I'm pretty sure you guys
No,
don't.
the thing with this
Messages first,
it's got
though.
to be arranged correctly.
What, like other day when
Yeah,
you complete
I went
fail?
through the full-on official routes in it, and I got about 5 people on PlayStation 3 saying I wish it were on PS3, and 1 guy on Xbox. And if it weren't for Lummy and his mates, it wouldn't have happened. So we're already saying, yeah, we can arrange this, we can arrange that. It is dependent on the people listening. If you don't get your ass in gear and come to the right times. It doesn't happen.
You gotta understand that. I mean, like they said,
time
we
differences, time zones. There's a lot of
yeah,
things
it's not
that
just
goes
that though,
against
but
it.
we struggle to get time to play with each other
no
that
doubt.
much because like obviously if I'm off doing something then I can't really be in house to play Xbox and stuff. So I mean, it's like if you want to play games, then just send us a message.
It's a natural evolution of this though. What he means by like a community night, because
yeah, it'd be awesome if
it's like when I'm saying when we all get in a room and we stream something and we get on chat and we interact that way. That could be because we could treat it like this podcast and do it at a set date where we all get in mood for
and
it. And
tell
get ready
people
for it.
Tell people about it, and then they can join us
so
while
they
we're
can
doing
build,
it.
they can enjoy it,
they can be part of the podcast.
And whatever it is,
there.
we can get some.
Well, Thursday evenings, once we've done this.
I play football on a
Yeah,
Thursday.
but we haven't even figured out
That's
how
my
to
only
fucking
day
stream.
off.
We don't have an independent microphone. There's a lot of things that haven't been.
We'll sort it eventually.
We'll sort that
We've
out.
got
We'll
to
get back to you
figure out
on
the knowledge first.
We'll get back to you on that Numena Reborn. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Thank you for your
I think I'm
question.
correct.
That's a Ninja Gaiden question.
Podcast question. What is everyone's opinion on the Mass Effect 3 launch DLC?
What was that from?
We kind of
That's
spoke about that
from,
earlier
Intense-
a little bit.
Forever.
Intense Forever, yeah, he's a good guy.
What is it? Day one launch DLC?
Yes, they've already got DLC art. It's a
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of weapons.
It's the
new
weapon
class.
class. Yeah,
a new
it's
guy.
like Mass
Yeah.
Effect 2, isn't it? Where they did the whole new
Yeah.
costumes for 2 of your characters, and then the next DLC is 2 different characters that you get costumes.
I'm not happy with it on a base level, but at the same time, if you put it out there, some silly bastard will buy it.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to get a lot of enjoyment out of the fact they can buy it.
I bought all Mass Effect 2 DLC, so no doubt I'll be buying that.
Yeah, I've got collector's edition, so I'll be getting that for free.
If you get the collector's edition.
I have
you
got
managed to
collector's
get
edition.
it.
When it turns up and it's standard edition, here's
Got
your
any other
refund in,
questions?
we couldn't get them.
Is there any more questions in his question? Or is
Those
that
are just that
it?
big one.
N7 edition, Mark. Yeah. Should it have been on the disc off for everyone who bought the game? Like
Should have been on the
Should
disc.
be on the-
Should
should-
Day
with
one
the Cerberus
DLC.
network.
If you
Yes,
have to
it
ask
should have
that
been
question,
the Cerberus network.
You know the answer.
Day
It should be
one
on the
DLC
disc.
should
It should-
always be on
It
the
should be a
disc.
card in the fucking box with a code that isn't activatable until it comes out.
Because that's the thing that I don't get. DLC is such a fantastic idea in theory, but nobody does it well. Not even Gears. Gears trip up so much now. It's like nobody makes it right.
Borderlands is probably some of the best DLC.
Yeah, and
except
it
for
still
Mad
tripped
Moxie.
it fucking up.
Hell yeah.
Carry on, dude.
We've got one from Nemesis 120890.
Oh, yeah.
Original. And with the release of Syndicate, we've seen a complete reimagining of a classic/new genre, new gameplay mechanics, etc. If you could take any game from any generation and use only the basic premise to develop it into something new for this current generation, what would you use and how would you use it?
Final Fantasy VIII's card game. Done, son. Sell that shit on a disc. You can walk around towns challenging people's cards.
Blitzball for Final Fantasy X.
I thought you didn't like that.
I didn't like it because it was done badly, but if that game if that were done well, I reckon I'd enjoy it.
I just slapped my lap then in the theme of Ryan, because that statement is horrific.
I didn't enjoy it, but I think if
Did you play manually?
Yeah, I think so.
Where you controlled your character, because that's when
Yeah.
it's actually fun.
I think so. But I think if that were done well, do you know, like obviously like a FIFA or what have you, and they actually put it in depth with it all, and made it all just for that purely for that mechanic, I think I'd enjoy it.
Yeah, probably.
Gosh, I think of a classic game. There's a few. Like I'd love to see Mega Man Legends reboot because I loved how Mega Man Legends worked. So that were it was bubbling cartoony and like had your giant hub, and then you went into dungeons and then better weapons you got, further you got, and this
I
seemed to be
think
never ending back then. So.
I won't mind seeing Beautiful Joe done not as a side scroller but as a sort of
I don't know.
3D platformer.
When you travel into 3D, you're towing a fine line there where it goes from being a classic to being like
Yeah.
Superman.
But I
3D,
enjoyed Beautiful
Earthworm
Joe.
Jim 3D.
I enjoyed Beautiful Joe that much. I'd play it anyway. I'd play it just to see what I like. And then obviously it's yeah, you could ruin it, but I mean you could possibly make it better at the same time.
The biggest problem with that, Clover Studios made it.
Yeah.
Clover Studios are gone.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that earlier, didn't
Yeah,
you?
they've all gone to Okami Team now. I can't remember their name.
The game that I would like to see in next gen is probably Power Stone.
Power Stone's fucking
I'd love
great.
to see. I'd love to see a next gen.
That's
Power
a great
Stone.
idea.
What about Shenmue, man? That shit up.
Yeah, but Power Stone,
Power
all
Stone,
levels
man,
disintegrating
yeah.
bollocks. That today, if that wasn't today, it'd be
I reckon
great.
a new Power Stone would be awesome.
Played that at replay. Kick some biker's ass. Didn't even know him.
This next question is from Blue Blood Pen. What's your gamer scores and what games are you desperate to get max achievements on?
I have to get my
I have to
phone
get
out
my
because I
phone
forget
out.
what mine is. We'll start with Ryan.
Wait, I've got to load mine up. So
Well, let's do the
besides
game thing then. What is it? What did he say? What games are we dying to get max achievements
Yeah.
on?
See, my goal is to have every achievement on every Halo, but I need to do multiplayer on Halo 2.
I want to do Metal Gear Solid High Definition Collection, but I don't think I can do the VR stuff. Everything else I know I can.
I wish I could finish off Dragon Age 1. But it's bullshit.
I also wish I could do Lost Planet, but I'm not suicidal, masochistic.
I
or
need an Halo Reach
retarded.
achievement as well.
Yeah, we do.
I'm missing one.
We're missing one, yeah.
Well, I wish Far Cry 2 didn't have a multiplayer, and then I'd 1,000 in it. But I'm not
Well,
playing
I've
that
got.
sack of shit.
I
ever.
say Dragon Age 1. I've got over 1,000 on it. I'd just like to finish off the full list because of
Yeah.
obviously all the DLC.
I'd like to have Far Cry 2 on my list. I really would. I'd like to have Far Cry Predator or whatever it's called on my list. But that's just bullshit. They're both bullshit for achievements.
Is that them double ones you've got?
Yeah.
To be honest though, like every game I play, it'd be nice to get 1,000 G on it.
Yeah.
It's
just 'cause
nice
we're-
to see a completed game on your tag.
But
It's
what
like
am
come
I
from a
desperate
background
to
of
get? I
achievement
don't know
wars.
what I'm desperately clawing to get it.
I would love to 1,000 Mass Effect 3.
my-
Read the rest
like-
of that, dude, just see, because they might have something more in it.
so mine's
while we're
definitely
talking
a
You
full
seem-
Halo block. I'd love to have that.
full Halo block.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying if they did an Halo 2 remake, I'd
You
love it.
just
'cause
said-
it'd just be
That's
more
what sucks
achievements
about
on it.
Call of Duty fucking 3.
Yeah.
No, nobody wants that bag of shit because it's a bad game.
I think a block that we'd all like to have is Black Ops.
Yeah, we need to go back
We
and
need
do
to
that.
finish
Oh
it.
yeah.
We need
yes.
to the moon.
Black Ops.
We need to the moon, yeah.
Need to do
So
it.
yeah, I've got 123,000.
I'd like to get 1,000 on Earth Defence Force as well, but
I'd like
that
to
game
finish
is.
it. It's gonna
I'm
be...
on about first one, dude.
Oh, right.
It's fucking crazy. The amount of grinding, farming, milking, wanking, whatever you want to call it, to get enough life to survive on
Yeah.
Inferno is ridiculous.
So I'm on 123,000 odd. What are you at?
I'm on 144,360 points.
I don't know mine, so you'll have to tell
do you want
me.
me to have a look
I
for
know
you?
what the base number is. I don't know what all the fancy shit is.
Ryan, what's yours?
72,429.
Chris, you
Check
are
that out,
on
son.
218,253. Does that 3 not annoy you? 'Cause it annoyed me when I had a 3.
Yeah, everything
got a
annoys
9.
me, but I'm not that much of an achievement whore these days, so I'm kind of working off it.
I deliberately played Luxor 2 just to get like a 17G so I could put it back to a 5.
Where am I
He
supposed
did
to get
same
a
with that
1
super
from?
fucking bubble bibble thing on mine. That
Football Manager
Super
2006,
Puzzle
I've got it
Fighter
in my
2.
drawer under my bed. You can get 1G for signing a player, I think.
There we go. I need 1G to get me off that 9.
But,
Alright, and then the last question, which, by the way, Mr. Funk Punk, I asked this question, not Heretic Loyalist. Turn around to Heretic Loyalist question.
Whoa.
It just sounded a bit like an arsehole.
Just
As
a
my
bit.
question, as my genius, I am the second coming.
Alright, Jesus, calm down.
Fucking hell.
What kidding, dickhead?
I couldn't
Which
say out
games
loud.
would you like to see made to movies or TV series, and who would direct them?
Michael
Are
Jackson.
they, are they
Cameron.
doing a Gears film? Because I got told the
I'd
war.
love to.
Yeah, you would
I'd
love.
love to see a
Yeah,
Gears
but
film.
a Halo film would be...
Oh, Halo film would be amazing, don't get me wrong, but a Gears film, I think either of them would be fantastic. And lately, I wouldn't mind seeing an Assassin's Creed sort of film or TV series, because I think as a TV series for Assassin's Creed, it's got longevity.
David Fincher or Ridley Scott, Spec Ops: The Line. That'd be pretty cool.
Michael Mann, Kane Lynch 2.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking cool too.
So, yeah, and second one, would you like to see consoles head to a single format? For example, a bit like, say, a DVD or CD player, we can all access the same content, but our machines will play them may have other features than the next guy. E.g., a standard machine may just play games, but a higher end machine might have more features. And then developers of the game giants make their products that we all have access to.
Kind of like On Live, where you don't have to have a super end machine. All you need is a little box to play a PC game.
Anybody else?
It's a nice ideal. The only problem with it is there's no competition on the market, and without competition, things get complacent, and we all suffer. There is no creativity or innovation without constant conflict.
If there's only one thing, it's going to get expensive because there's nothing to...
Yeah.
And there's no other
There's no
substitute
to
for
rival
it.
its price either.
It's like, yeah, if you've got
So
one...
DVD players got cheap pretty quick.
No, but if you've got one console
Yeah, 'cause
made
fucking
by
Blu-ray came
one
out.
company and there's
They
no
can milk you
competition,
for
if
everything.
we're going to charge 500 quid for it, and you know
Yeah.
what, we're never going to reduce price because we've got nobody to
and
compete
you've got to
with.
pay it because there's nothing
Yeah,
else to get.
there's
You can't
nobody
go to
else
Pound
saying,
Land.
oh, well, it's like when PS3 came out, oh, it's 300 quid, oh, my Xbox have dropped to this price
It's
because
like
we're
when
going to sell more.
when the Wii came out and they sold shitloads. The
Because the-
Xbox price was just like...
Yeah.
You will
Why
slowly
do you
reduce
think
it.
Kinect and PlayStation Move exists? Because of the fucking
Because of the Wii.
Because they saw those figures, they saw that market, and they needed to jump on it before they lost that
Yeah,
gestalt.
definitely.
I feel sorry
Because-
about Wii now.
Because the Wii was
Well, it's
what?
had its first financial bad year, hasn't it?
The Wii was what,
For sure it's lost money.
150-ish when it first came out?
I think it might have been about 200 at first.
Yeah.
When we first came out.
Because my
Yeah.
PlayStation
I got
first
mine
came
for
out, like
180.
fucking 600
Yeah,
quid.
and then what Connect when they brought out the new Xboxes with Connect, it's what 200 quid.
220, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like
They
that.
brought the Xboxes down so much in price because of the Wii.
Did you hear about that news post at PlayStation 4 potentially not going with a cell processor? It's going to be going with something by AMD Radeon.
Really?
It's only speculation though, and I don't know what the fuck that stuff means because I'm not computer inclined. But it sounds nice.
A lot
Radeon.
of people don't like AMD for graphics, but graphics.
I don't.
I'm not a big PC gamer, but graphics. Yeah, I like Nvidia.
I like that one with
AMD,
colours and nice visually things.
Radeon.
I just bought my laptop and up. It works.
Honestly,
I've got a
when-
Voodoo Ray. Is
when-
it good in that Voodoo?
When I bought my
Sounds good.
PC, the reason I bought it was because I needed one, obviously,
Yeah.
and
As do I.
I like the make, and I like Nvidia, and it had an Nvidia card in it, so I bought it. They are like ATI graphics cards that are pretty decent, but
Them Alienware ones are fucking expensive, aren't they? They must be
Well, if you
stacked.
put Alienware on it, it's going to cost you fucking ridiculous amounts.
it's like
no matter
Sony.
what.
Is it like, oh, here's a fire trap shirt that's been dog shit on it.
Yeah.
200 quid.
It's,
Kinda like that.
literally, it's
Fuck
like
that shit.
here's an 800 quid machine. It's £1,500, please.
Wow.
Has he got another question?
Yeah, what do you think it's a Walking Dead game?
I didn't even know they were doing a game.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I've seen a few bits and pieces. It's done by the guys who do a lot of point and click games. They're called.
If it's like Resident Evil 1
They did Back to the Future.
or Resident Evil 2, it could be fucking bossing, but it's not going to be.
It's not. It's like a point and clicky thing. You're not even in the guy from series. You're just a random.
I'm already not
Guy.
interested.
Doing
I wish
something
they'd
else.
fucking do a proper Back
Sounds
to the
alright,
Future game.
Yeah, I
They
wish
have
they'd
done
do
a proper Back to the
No,
Future game.
like
It's coming
a-
to life soon.
No, but,
wish they'd
yeah,
do a
but they're
proper-
the arcade one. It's like an arcade game. I wish they'd do a proper Back to the Future game.
We should do a proper RoboCop first-person shooter. We're waiting for that motherfucker on the GameCube for ages, and it never came. I want to take out some Ed 209s.
Yeah, well, I think the Walking Dead games seem. I'm interested. I'm
What,
more
is it
bothered
going
about
to be?
Game of
Is
Thrones.
it going
just
to be?
Game of Thrones.
Is it going to
but-
be like an arcade game?
Yeah. I think
Why
so. I
are they
believe
doing
so.
so
I'm
much
not
with
sure.
these arcade games?
I believe so.
Point and click shit, innit? LA Noir's brought it back.
Game of Thrones were going to be chuffing Xbox Live and now it's a full release.
Should be a button mash of that. Like
I just don't get why everybody's bringing out so many arcade games at the moment. I know
Because
it
they're
makes
easy to
money
make,
and-
dude.
I know. They can power them out
It's quick
quickly and it
money.
makes money.
Quick money, really, isn't it?
It's so
I don't know, because you've got to invest a whole lot, especially if you're going like full FMV, loads of cutscenes, loads of voice work. We have no idea what that type of stuff expenses wise.
Well, that I Am Alive is supposed to be one of like the biggest arcade
I thought that
games.
I Am
That game
Alive
was
was supposed to
awesome.
be a full game.
Have you
Well,
seen
it
that,
is,
The
but it's
Last of
arcade.
Us?
That's crazy.
Naughty Dog's next game, The Last of Us. Visuals on that game look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's going to be a PS3
I like the
only,
look
It'll
of that.
probably be
Fucking, I like the
PS4.
look of that new Tomb Raider film. Game.
That,
sorry.
that
Yeah,
new
the
Tomb
Tomb
Raider
Raider
with
looks
that
really
survival.
good.
it's just
What
cool
we
as
should-
shit.
Oh, I saw a trailer for it. Whenever you get injured, she
Like
does
breaking
actual.
around.
Yeah, she takes an arrow technique or something, and then she's
One does
and
not
then
simply
she's limping
slide,
around. And she has to play it hard. And it's just like it looks amazing.
Well, that's
It
Children
just looks
Adventuring Days.
What? How you say? What
One does not simply.
Take an arrow to the knee.
Yo, dog, I heard you took an arrow to the knee.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's the last of the questions, so keep sending them in. And
Yeah, we got quite a lot of good
I-
feedback and a lot of good
I
questions
love
this
the
week.
fact that every episode we're getting more and more
Yeah,
questions.
it is,
Brilliant.
it's
yeah, so
snowballing
keep
quite
rolling
nicely.
in and yeah, and you know, especially Bazinga07, she sent in thousands. That kept us
well,
occupied for a while.
Where
Well,
was Heretic
it's
Loyalist
probably a good
nowadays?
time to prop her up a bit, because this is a person who, once she discovered my channel, she pretty much systematically watches every single video and comments something
That's what
different
you're looking for, though.
every
You
time.
want-
And if that is not a
Brilliant.
perfect subscriber, I don't know what is. I love her. She's awesome.
I love that Luminator. What's he called?
What?
What's your YouTube name?
Lumification.
Illuminator? What you on
Oh,
about?
close enough.
I'm
yeah.
I'm the lumification.
You could put
I was sat
Lummy
with
for it,
Chris.
make it
No,
sound
I was
good.
sat with Chris when I met it, and I was like,
Yeah.
Lummy, Lummy's gone. We suggested ones.
Lumification.
Lumification. I'm like, oh yeah. I love some of
As
that.
if that was suggested.
Oh, brilliant.
Tell
Oh,
you,
I
dude,
love that
get a
shit.
capture card, start bossing on Halo, and you'll be on Mission Emma in no time.
I was so close to buying a capture card the other day. I saw one for 200 quid that were down to like 120. I was like, yes,
What's-
I'm buying that, and I just didn't.
What story with your card in at the minute? Because you've got it set up, you've got it.
I ain't gonna set up at the moment, but
Well, you had it set up. You know
I
what
had
you were
it set
doing
up,
with it. You know how to get a decent quality from it, even though it doesn't push high def.
I can't get the decent enough quality from it. I don't want to say it here, but
Come on, dude. It don't-
yeah, it's
This is as real
the
as it gets.
quality
There's no
way
bullshit
high
here.
def. So everything looks murky when it goes to full screen. It's not too bad on a small enough screen, but it's just it doesn't do high def. And the editing stuff I got with it, 'cause I ain't got a Premiere out yet. The editing thing, it took 4 hours to render a 20-minute video.
Oh god.
So
Yeah.
and my computer renders everything pretty quickly. It's not like
I've
it's
got
slow.
CS5.
What are
on my
you
hard
rendering
drive,
it
so-
directly from that editing
I've
software?
got to use the editing software it came
Yeah,
with.
and got Adobe. so-
Motherfucker.
So yeah.
I've got Adobe on my hard drive.
In
Thanks,
an
yeah,
ideal
man.
world, though, we'll all have capture cards at some point.
Well, that's hopefully what it's building toward, have a platform of different channels, because there's a lot of games coming out, and there's a lot of games I don't like that people want me to
Yeah.
cover that other people might like, and if I can pass them off to one of your guys, I'd rather do that than just be like, go to IGN, who should hire me, 'cause I do better guides than your motherfuckers, but, because that's where I want to get Bryce on, and hopefully we'll get him on next week, because I want to talk some YouTube, because,
Be interesting to meet him, to be honest. 'Cause
yeah, he's a good guy. It's just, I can't really talk YouTube with your guys, because you don't know it yet. And Bryce has thrown himself in it deep end, so he understands the subtle nuance to it. And it can be an interesting topic. It can be a boring topic, so your guys will have to push us on if it does go that way. But I'm excited to just see his decisions, because he's done some fucking crazy things.
Awesome. So yeah, next week hopefully we'll have Bryce on with us. He's a fellow.
So
video
if you
maker.
listen to this far, Bryce, get yourself in gear. I don't want it to be one of those where you say you're going to be there, then you never turn
Well,
up.
next week we'll be in our new location.
Yeah, me and Ryan are moving out, so we should be there, and hopefully we can get a few beers in and have a.
Have an interesting
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Listen to Doggo every 5 minutes as my small girlish bladder betrays me.
Yeah, so keep your videos coming in. I'll be not hosting it next week, so it should.
So I
run a
play
bit
Dead
smoother.
Space 2 at background then, just like so every so often you can hear me.
With my head.
I'd love to suddenly just jump to that bit on video.
There's going to be people masturbating over my silky angelic voice.
Of course there is.
There's always some fucking freak
Yeah,
out there.
keep your messages coming in. We'll be back same time next week with another episode of I Don't Want One Copy of Timecop.
Later on this week on my channel, you're going to be seeing the Syndicate Guide, because it's completely recorded. I just need to commentate it, and I've been delaying it because of other preoccupations, so I do apologise, but look forward to that shit, people.
Yeah, and we'll get a move on with this setting up a community night of some sort of description. So yeah,
Love
see
you
you next
guys.
week.
愛してたと嘆くにはあまりにも時は過ぎてしまったまだ心の